Devereaux is going to pat. No, it's Bishop in there now.
It's time for local sports on the NCWLIFE Channel, your local TV station. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Clean Air Connection, Coldwell Banker Cascade, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Kennedy Real Estate Group, Les Schwab, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, and Together for Youth. Now let's head live to the stadium for coverage of local sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
Hello and good evening, everyone, and welcome to a night of Big Nine football here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Tonight, it's the Moses Lake Mavericks in town to take on the homestanding Wenatchee Panthers. I'm Grant Olson along with Brandon Harle. And Brandon, beautiful night for football once again here at the Apple Bowl.
Lucky again to have a great night. We're fun and excited to be out here.
The last couple weeks ago when we were together, we had that warm weather, a little bit more like football weather tonight.
It feels like it. I had to bring the vest out tonight.
It really does. This is going to be an interesting matchup tonight. Moses Lake comes in at 4-0, Wenatchee 2-2. Both teams coming off big wins last week. So what are you kind of expecting tonight?
Well, we got to look for a team that makes the least amount of mistakes. Wenatchee's really got to focus on making sure that they take care of the ball. Eastmont's young, Moses Lake's young, very aggressive, very fast. Wenatchee's got to slow the game down and let it come to them.
Brandon mentioned it, a young Maverick team, 5 sophomores and a freshman starting on offense, and 3 of those youngsters on the offensive line. So that could be an interesting matchup. The defensive line of Wenatchee and the offensive line of Moses Lake. That's something to watch, too.
Got to try to exploit the younger guys if you can and see if they can hold their own.
And another thing Moses Lake brings to the Apple Bowl tonight, a lot of speed. And they have put up some offense this year, averaging 42 points a game in their 4 games so far this year. So with a team like this, Brandon, with a lot of speed, you want to keep the game in front of you and not behind you, right?
Yeah, you really got to trust your defensive backs to get some depth there and play the game in front of you, like you said.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get into the nuts and bolts of what both teams need to do to get a victory here at Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. Are you ready for some football?
Meet the Move Meter from Coldwell Banker. Just enter any 2 cities and see how a potential move scores based on cost of living and more. Let's make your dream place a reality.
Get your body moving. Tune in for Vibrant Motion, featuring low-impact aerobics hosted by Connie Townsend. These workouts are great for all ages. Vibrant Motion brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activities Center, weekdays on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning has been proudly serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 35 years. And just as Dick's has been there for you, they have also been an essential part of our community, supporting local youth sports all year long and your Wenatchee Wild.
Thanks for your support. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning for all your support. Thank you.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, your local, independent, trained comfort specialist. Call 884-6444 today.
We are back here at the Apple Bowl as our pregame show continues on the NCWLIFE Channel. And Brandon, we talked about Moses Lake and a lot of speed, and we're talking a sophomore quarterback. He is the coach's son, which usually means they can play ball, but he's got some receivers with a lot of experience. Kyson Thomas, for one, stands out, a great player the last couple of years, but they are loaded with really good receivers on this offense.
Yeah, from the film that I've watched, man, you really got to get the ball to those receivers and let them be athletes, and I think that they've done a very good job of that so far this year.
And on the other side of the ball, Wenatchee, they have to be more than a one-headed monster tonight. They can't be all Jack Flugie doing everything tonight. They've got to kind of figure out a way to get it downfield, don't they?
Definitely do. And all phases of the game last week, I was talking to Coach Devereaux. I mean, they scored on special teams multiple times, several pick sixes, a couple punch in on the offensive end. They need to have that kind of performance again tonight for them to play as well as they did last week against Moses Lake.
And you know, that was a big game last week for Wenatchee. Coming off the Eastmont loss, then you get a lopsided win in your favor. It does a lot for your confidence coming in here tonight,
you're coming in unsure that last game, and you come in hot against Ike, and you're really rolling like that. It's a good feeling, and you need that coming in a game like this against Moses Lake.
And I'm sure, Coach Devereaux, you've been a former coach. This is going to be a good gauge of where you're at in this conference,
much so.
right?
Yeah, you're 4 weeks in now. You're in the midst of league play against a really tough, good opponent, well-coached opponent for Moses Lake. You want to see where you're at with that.
All right, we're going to see what happens here in a little bit. But when we come back, Eric Granstrom had a chance to visit with Wenatchee Panther head coach Scott Devereaux. We'll have that for you as our pregame show continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
This is Grace, and this is her world record-holding guinea pig with an iconic name, Abby.
She currently holds the Guinness World Record for the highest bar jump by a guinea pig. I ride horses and I jump, so I kind of thought it'd be interesting to teach my guinea pig to jump like my horse does.
One day she came out of her room and looked at us, and I said, "Did you get it?" And she said, "Yeah, we got it."
After we won our award, we came to Abby's to celebrate.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? Open up a world of possibilities when you sell your home and make those dreams real. At ColdwellBanker.com, you can get an instant estimate on your home, compare cost of living city by city, and learn more about our revolutionary seller's assurance program. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams. At ColdwellBanker.com.
Pre-game show continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel as we get ready for Wenatchee and Moses Lake, and Scott Devereaux joining us. Well, Scott, 51 points. It's been a little while since you put that kind of scoring up. Confidence, everything you want?
Yeah, kids felt great after that game. You know, they gave us some. You know, throwing 4 interceptions helped us out quite a bit. We only ran about 35 plays on offense, but they were efficient. We scored when we had the ball, and we took a step forward.
Well, talk about that step as you now go into this week against a very good Moses Lake team.
Definitely different. You know, Moses Lake's going to throw it all over the field, and pretty sound defense. They're very predictable on defense. And, we hope we can just keep the momentum going, take what they give us, keep their offense on the sideline as long as we can.
So speed. So how do you match that speed?
You don't play man coverage, unless you have guys that can match it. And we don't have that many guys that are that fast. Moses Lake has 3 legit fast guys. They're all in the top of the league in receiving and touchdowns and yardage. And so we're going to zone them up and get after the quarterback a little bit.
Well, and that was my next question. I mean, you got a quarterback that, can get around you, a little scat guy, coach's kid, but you get pressure on him and he can't see those guys. That's the key, right?
Yeah, it changes everything. Yeah. It's hard to throw the ball if you're running for your life. And if we can pressure him correctly, he's going to have a rough night.
So, bottom line it for me then. Low-scoring game, what you hope for, that type of thing?
I hope it blows 50 miles an hour is what I hope, but it doesn't look like that in the forecast. They put up 40 points on pretty much everyone they played this year, so we'd like to cut that in half and see where we are at the end of the game.
Okay, we're talking to you at practice on Thursday. What's I hate the term funnest, but I guess it's a word these days. So what's the funnest part of this for you?
I just being out here with the kids. I'm still kind of a old school guy when it comes to breaking down film, and I'll spend all weekend looking at stuff and coming up with a game plan. I still like that. Being out with the kids is the best part. Last night at team dinner, sitting down with guys and just talking, not so much about football, but just life and telling jokes and laughing. And then they come out here and get after them, and they respond the correct way, and that's why I enjoy it.
Well, that helps you in a situation where you got to make an adjustment or something in game. If you know the kid really well, then you can get their attention, right?
Yeah, the more you know, the better it is. It's the same in the classroom. If I'm difficulty with a kid in the classroom, the better I know that kid, the better relationship we have, the easier it is for me to have a conversation.
Well, best of luck here tonight, and keep everybody healthy, most importantly.
Thank you very much.
All right, Scott Devereaux joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back and talk with a linebacker of his choice, Mr. Moffitt, coming up next here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
At Confluence Health, our mission is clear: to provide exceptional care for our community. We believe in healthcare that's personal and local because we're just like you, members of this great community.
We are Confluence.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
We are Confluence.
Our pregame show continues on the NCWLIFE Channel. Now talking with linebacker Daniel Moffett. Daniel, first of all, season for you so far. We'll talk about the team coming up. What do you think?
It's going pretty good. We're 2-2. Tomorrow's going to be a great game, or tonight's going to be a great game. Yeah, I'm ready.
Talk about the confidence you guys have after a big win like that. I know it might not be much, but hey, it's a Big 9 game on the road. You guys got a big win.
Yeah, it was a big win for the team. Boosted morale 100%. We move on every week, hoping to get a win. We prepared for this team for this whole week. We're ready.
How important is that to get those turnovers like you guys did last week?
It's a huge game changer. Big momentum, getting our offense back on that field. Scoring on defense, always a plus, you know. Yeah. Huge game changer.
So for you, what's the best part? Is it a big stick? Is it a tackle for a loss? Is it a sack? Is it a pick? What is it for you that just like, yeah, okay, that's good?
I love hitting really hard. I like to inflict fear on the other team.
Okay, all right. They know you're coming. Snot bubbles, that type of thing for the other guy. Okay, all right. So team-wise, as a senior and getting this group together and getting ready for the season, talk about setting those goals and what it means for you guys.
Our goal is to make it to the playoffs, and from there, just keep on winning week by week.
So what, aside from football, are you involved in any other sports?
I used to play baseball. Wasn't really my passion, but this year I'm going to be doing wrestling.
Okay, all right, good for you. So what weight, about 178, something like that, or?
Probably about 180, 190. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha. So if you have free time, what do you like to do?
I like to go to the gym. Actually, no, I like to read. I'm a big reader.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. More.
So like classic, like fiction. What do you like to read?
Yeah, mostly fiction. Autobiographies are pretty interesting as well.
Okay, so now I'm going to put you on the spot here. What's the last one you read or you're into right now? Because I know you're reading your playbook probably and Scout and all of that stuff more so than anything else.
Yeah. Well, my coworker actually gave me this book to read. It's a little girly per se, but it's called Love. I forgot who the author is, but it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. No, that's important because you got to be well-rounded, right? Okay. So what's the future plans for you?
Hopefully I can play ball in college. If not, go into the nursing program, become a traveling nurse.
Oh, okay. So do you have somebody in your family that does that? So how would you know about being a traveling nurse?
Yeah, my aunt, two of my aunts and one of my uncles, they're both nurses at the hospital.
Okay, all right. So traveling nurse, this is kind of a cool thing. I know about it, but tell those folks that don't know what a traveling nurse is.
You basically get paid to travel and be a nurse at different hospitals. And the reason I want to do it, I like traveling, and nursing seems kind of fun to me, just getting to talk to new people, meet new people, and help them.
Okay, so any place in particular you want to be a travel nurse to? You got a place on the map you're like, I want to go there.
I want to go to Texas.
Texas?
Texas seems fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to eat too, so I know they got some food over there.
Get some good mesquite down in Texas. All right. So educationally, do you do that here? I know they've got a good nursing program at Wenatchee Valley College, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, I was thinking about staying here if I don't play ball in college, staying here, doing the nursing program. I'm in running start at the moment, but I'm just trying to get my AA.
Yeah.
Not really.
So Daniel, wanting to play ball and trying to get people's attention and having your coaches help you out, what is that process like?
It's pretty hard to get noticed. Yeah. You gotta have some good film. You gotta reach out to coaches. So it's a long process, but it's worth it at the end of the day.
So that means getting those snot bubble hits on film. So we'll try to do that here tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel. Well, thanks for taking the time. Best of luck here tonight.
Sir, thank you so much.
Daniel Moffett joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back and get you the starting lineups, get you ready for the Moses Lake Mavericks and the Wenatchee Panthers coming up next on the NCWLIFE Channel.
The Wenatchee Valley,
Here, most of us really enjoy the great outdoors, and most of us try to make the most of our natural resources. Here at Apple Valley Honda, we know that for generations we have harnessed nature to sustainably power the West, and we are proud to be part of that tradition as an environmentally green dealership award winner. Being a green dealership means Apple Valley Honda has reduced our overall environmental impact. We are so proud to live in this wonderful community.
Allergens. You can't see them, but they live in your carpet and your air ducts. Call the experts at Clean Air Connection for a clean, healthy living environment. Experience, education, and the right equipment equals the best cleaning job possible. Call Clean Air Connection today. Pet dander, allergens, dust, and pollen? Trust your home's carpet and duct cleaning to the experienced experts at Clean Connection. This locally owned family business educates their staff and uses only the best equipment. Call Clean Air Connection today.
You don't have to be a member to enjoy the view and dine-in style at Highlander Bar and Grill, located in East Wenatchee. Highlander Golf Course has added 2 state-of-the-art full-swing simulators. Food and drink service is available from our full-service bar and grill, offering breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Indoor and outdoor seating available. Call Shalane, our on-site coordinator, to schedule your special event.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Uh-oh! Les Schwab Tires is too. Because Les Schwab fixes brakes, steering, and more. See those guys? They just do tires. Eyes ahead, Dad! Look, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Blinker, I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first. Watch, they're gonna come greet me.
Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
When you call Dick Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
At Kennedy Group, we understand that buying and selling is more than a transaction, and it's more than just a house. This is where you will gather with friends and family, and where a lifetime of memories will be made. But buying a home is more than memories. Oftentimes, it's your biggest financial decision. The agents at Kennedy Group understand this and provide real estate advice based on your goals and dreams. Call us today, and let's find your happy place.
Hey man, how's your arm?
Getting better, actually, thanks.
Did they give you anything for pain after surgery? Because I think I may have some left over.
Nah, that's all right, man. Actually, me and my doctor talked about not sharing prescriptions, and that ibuprofen's a good option for me. The risk of addiction is not worth it.
Makes sense.
Take the next step. Don't share your prescriptions, and talk to your friends about the dangers of opioids.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether. We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Können Sie mir das Problem sagen?
Meinen Zylinder überschwimmt. Flute, ich habe mein Fugen verloren.
Keine Sorge.
Global Car Care. We speak your car's language.
Fragenschlüssel. Hey, you.
Well, I got a leaky transmission, my head gasket's shot, and I could use some new brake pads.
That dog don't hunt.
Global Car Care. We speak your car or truck's language.
We are back at Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. Pre-game show continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Grant Olson along with Brandon Harle. And Eric is not missing tonight, Brandon. He has got a specific job tonight. Eric will be roaming the sidelines tonight to give everyone a little different perspective and maybe a view of what's going on down there, maybe an injury update. There he is right there. Eric, going to be glad to have you down there tonight.
Hey, this is going to be kind of fun to be roaming the sidelines and just pop in once in a while. If I see something going on down here that's something within the game within the game, I'm happy to share it. You know, one thing that I don't know if you guys talked about it specifically on the pregame show, but, you know, both teams, you mentioned coming off of big wins last week. Wenatchee down at Eisenhower. I know Eisenhower is not good. They're struggling. But Wenatchee came up with 4 turnovers in that game, 4 interceptions in that game, and that bolstered their confidence. And that's something that you got to try to carry over into this game here tonight, especially against a team that likes to throw the ball all around the park. So those guys that got interceptions, they got a feel for it, got a pick 6 last week. So who knows? I mean, you get those balls in the air, and you just never know what happens.
Well, that's true. And one thing Brandon and I have talked about too, Eric, is that Wenatchee needs to make sure the game stays in front of them tonight and not behind them.
Yeah, and you're going to see a lot of the passing game that is quick to the outsides. They'll split out 5 receivers at times and nobody in the backfield besides the sophomore quarterback, Brady J. And you'll see a 5-receiver set. They'll take their running back and put him out in the slot, and then 2 wides on either side, and they'll throw quick out there, and they'll try to get blockers in front, and that's their game. I mean, they've got a lot of speed. You guys talked about those wide receivers. You got to watch for Kyson Thomas, 5'7", 170-pound senior. Also, Joel Middleton, he is the guy. He's got, 23 catches on the season, 479 yards, 8 touchdowns coming in. You also have, let's see, Roy Lance, he's another one to watch. Huberto is the guy he'll line up as a running back, but you got to watch him out of the backfield catching the ball and making those gains on the sidelines. They like to get it out in the flat quick and then have guys block and then try to get those speedy guys in space.
We'll be looking for all of that. Eric, it's going to be great to have you down there tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well.
You bet. Fantastic. All right, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup, and they're brought to you by TC Slingers. Let TC Slingers save you time, money, and labor with their conveyor application. You can call for your free estimate today at 509-885-2269. TC Slingers of Wenatchee, your landscape placement company. All right, homestanding Wenatchee Panthers offense. Quarterback, 5'10", senior Jacob Devereaux. He'll be joined in the backfield by running back Jack Flugie, 6'3", 235-pound senior. At tight end tonight is Ethan Wirtz. He's a senior, 6'2", 221 pounds. And now the 2 wide receivers, Ben Cook, 5'10", 160-pound junior, and Mason Galvin. He's a little taller target out there for quarterback Jacob Devereaux, 6'3", 182 pounds. He's a senior. Running back Finn Matheson also is in there tonight, and he's got some nice games, so hasn't he, Brandon, so far this season? He's shown a lot. I know in that Skyline game, he had some moments in that, too.
Yeah, he had a couple good touches against Mount Baker as well, where he shows some flash, so it's important to get him the ball in some space, too.
And they're going to need him. We mentioned that more than just Flugie tonight. And now the offensive line, they're not huge for Wenatchee, but they are tough. John Gutzweiler, 5'10", 165-pound sophomore. He is a guard along with Tony Gonzalez, a 6', 230-pound junior. The center is Calvin Bishop. He's a senior, 6'1", 215. And now the tackles, Luke Flugie, 6'3", 215. He's a sophomore. And the other tackle is Jacob Paniotu. He is 5'10", 180-pound sophomore. So that's the starting lineup for the Panthers. By the way, the PAT field goal kicker is Anthony Garcia, and the punter as well is Anthony Garcia. And now for the visiting Moses Lake Mavericks. Let me get to their starters here. And we have Brady J, as Eric mentioned, only a sophomore, the coach's son. He's 6'1", 165 pounds. Carson Huberto, 6 feet, 170-pound sophomore, will be a big part in this game tonight. And now these speedy wide receivers. We're talking about Keston Roylance, a 6'1", 185-pound senior. Kyson Thomas, 5'10", 180. He's a senior, and he can fly, along with Joel Middleton. As Eric mentioned, he's been their big target this season, 5'10", 170-pound senior. And fourth wide receiver is Hudson Palmer, only a sophomore, 5'8", 150 pounds. And now for the offensive line for Moses Lake. At left tackle is Connor Reed. He's a sophomore, 6'2", 230. Caden Dominguez, also a sophomore. He's the left guard, 5'9", 195 pounds. The center is Gavin Ryer, 6'1", 220-pound senior. And the guard, Eduardo Uribe, 6'3", 290 pounds. He is a senior. And the other right tackle is Peyton Phillips. He is 6'2", 220-pound Brandon freshman on that offensive line. You don't see that a lot in 4A football, do you?
No, from time to time we get a big one that shows up. Chiawana had a few freshman starters that ended up with D1 scholarships, so it's kind of fun to watch.
Well, you probably know Coach Jay fairly well, don't you?
Actually, I haven't. He was at Hanford.
Oh, you haven't met him yet?
No, the last few years that I was coaching at Wenatchee, he was down at Hanford, doing a great job turning that program around a little bit, getting some numbers for them. So,
but just so unusual with all these sophomores and freshmen. There's even a freshman starting linebacker for Moses Lake in this one. All right, we'll take another 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with more as the pregame show continues from the Apple Bowl after this.
Hey, hon, would you run this around to the wash rack?
Oh, okay.
Hey, hon, what happened?
They shrunk the truck.
The all-new mid-size Canyon is now available at Sangster Motors.
The agents of Kennedy Real Estate Group are committed to providing the ideal client experience. We believe in the power of relationships. Why? Because we don't just work here, we live here. From the nonprofits we serve, the parks where we play, and the local businesses we support, our team understands the value of living in the Wenatchee Valley. Let's begin your real estate story.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Abby's has been around the Pacific Northwest for generations. Yep, our parking lot used to have phone booths, and this amazing hair was considered to be in style. You know what hasn't changed in the past 59 years? Our recipes, hand-rolled dough, and toppings to the edge. That's what makes us legendary. It's back, baby. You asked for it, and Abby's listened.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Cheddar.
Yep, this amazing pizza is on sale for a very limited time. Hurry in or order at abbys.com. Your taste buds and family will thank you.
Grant Olson, Brandon Harley back at Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl, where we are just about set to go for tonight's matchup between the visiting Moses Lake Mavericks and the homestanding Wenatchee Panthers. Fairly decent crowd here tonight. I think it'll fill in a little bit better. Moses Lake fans usually travel pretty well with their team. So let's talk a little Moses Lake football for a second. I don't know what you think about polls and that kind of thing, but the latest polls that came out on Wednesday, Associated Press had Moses Lake in 4A football tied with Camas for the 8th spot in the state. Also Eastmont is others receiving votes, but that's no slouch. You make the top 10 in 4A football in Washington, you got a pretty good football team.
Yeah, especially when most of those people who vote on that are from the media on the west side, and we don't get as much coverage over here in Central Washington or Eastern Washington.
Right.
So.
All right, let's go down to the field. We've got the coin toss with Eric.
Okay. I have 4 things: play hard, play fair, play fast, and have fun. Okay. Let's do it. Moses Lake, you're visiting today. You're going to call the coin. I've got one with the zebra head on one side, and it's an apple on the other side. Okay. So what's your choice, zebra or apple? He chooses apple, right? I'm going to let it go to the ground, okay? It is apple. You won the toss. What do you want to do? Defer? Okay.
All right, so there you go. Moses Lake wins the toss and defers to the second half. So Wenatchee will have the football first.
That's great having you out there for that, Eric. A lot of times we talk and we miss it when we're up here to have somebody actually down there.
Down here, may as well, right?
That's right. So Moses Lake offense, it's very potent. Brady J, only a sophomore. He's thrown for 1,259 yards so far this season. That's pretty impressive for a sophomore. And that gives you an idea just what they do on offense. They wing it all over the field, don't they?
It's impressive for any age quarterback at this point. With 4 games in, you throw for 1,200 yards. That's impressive.
And the other end of the spectrum, the other side of things, Jacob Devereaux, 424 yards so far this year. But Jack Flugie, 259 yards rushing, and he's got another 70 receiving on the season. So it's been Jack Flugie show pretty much, other than the defensive scores, and there were a lot of those at Eisenhower. But boy, they just got to figure out a way, as we mentioned in the earlier pregame, that they got to get it downfield tonight somehow, huh?
Yeah, you got to look to it. I know Coach Devereaux is going to work that clock. You want to look for third and short situations, you know, those kind of things you can really lean on and keep the clock moving and move the chains.
I think it's also important for Wenatchee tonight not to get down too much early on. Like we saw in that Skyline game, it kind of deflated them the rest of the way, and then the route was on. But I think that's important tonight. Stay with them, especially in this first half, and then see what happens in the second.
Definitely, yeah. Stick it with them as long as you can. Make them come out of their game that they're used to playing, which is slinging it around, getting a lot of yards.
You know, one thing we don't talk about much, too, is 3 phases of the game. How about make something happen here on special teams right away and get a good return? You got Martin Diaz back there, also Finn Matheson for the Panthers back deep to return this kickoff. So here's a chance to set a tone right away.
Moses Lake, as you can see, in their white away jerseys, the Wenatchee Panthers in their home purples with trimmed with yellow, gold, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, Brandon?
Yeah.
So Mo El Malik will kick it off for the Mavericks. It's touched by the Panthers and then goes out of bounds at about the 1-yard line. Boy, not where you want to start this game, that's for sure, but they're going to at their own 1-yard line. We're just underway here. Great to have you along tonight.
Connor Christensen went back and got in the way, touched the ball, and then went off of Finn Matheson's hands and out at the 1-yard line. Ouch.
It's a rough one. They set up with one of those tweener kicks, little almost pooch, not too high off the ground.
Right.
It gives exactly right. Connor went backwards and just hard to read.
All right, the Panther offense breaks huddle now. Jacob Devereaux at quarterback. He's a senior this year. Jack Flugie in the backfield with him. Shotgun formation. Handoff Flugie. Nothing fancy about that, right up the middle. It's a nice run. It gives the Panthers some breathing room out to the 7-yard line. 6 yards for Flugie on that first down carry.
That's what you need right out of the gate. You're buried back in the end zone there. Get a nice, get you some. Yeah, it does.
Bring up second down and a short 4 for the Panthers. Ball at their own 7-yard line. Handoff. It's Matheson, right side. Gets a block over there, turns the corner, and gets out to the 15-yard line, and that'll be plenty for a first down for the Panthers. Nice gain of about 5 for Matheson around that corner. Make it 6.
Good read by Finn there. He waited patiently for Jack to give him that block, and then he got a few extra yards after that clean
And
block.
that really is the key on that play, isn't it, Brandon? You got to wait for your blockers to do their thing. Running backs get a little antsy, and they just want to get going.
Slow to fast through.
Right. 1st and 10 now, Panthers. First down on their first possession, and here we go. Pass in the flat to the right side of Devereaux, and it's caught by Mason Galvin, the senior. And that's a nice gain past the 25 out to the 27-yard line, and another Panther first down.
Moses Lake defense sitting in cover 3. That's a great read, great throw on a first down. Take the hitch, get what you can.
I like
Nice
this
clean
opening
play.
set here. Panthers look very composed in this opening series. All right, another 1st and 10 for the Panthers, this time across the 25 at the 27. Matheson in the slot right side. He's joined there by Mason Galvin. Flugie in the backfield with Devereaux. Handoff is Flugie. Tries the left side this time. Tackled by a host of Moses Lake defenders. That'll bring up second down for Moses Lake. Tristan Witherington from his defensive back position came in and made that stop for the Mavericks. Second down and 7 now for the Panthers.
Tell you what, Grant, that nose guard is a hefty load inside. Eduardo Uribe, 6'3", 290-pound senior. He helped on the tackle there.
He is a big boy down there. That whole line is pretty good size. Second and 7. Ball right at the 30-yard line. Devereaux looks left. Now he's scrambling out of pressure. Comes to the right side, still on his feet, and makes a nice gain out of it all the way up to the 35-yard line. That's a 5-yard scramble for Devereaux, and a nice job. What it looked like, it could have been a lot worse than that.
Yeah, it looks like we were trying to roll to the left there for a little flood route, and came upfield. Jake had to put brakes on and go the other way, and got something out of that.
Bring up 3rd and short now, 3rd and 2 for the Panthers. 9:14 just underway left to go here in this first quarter. No score. Devereaux again, Flugie and Matheson on either side of him in shotgun. Handoff, it's Flugie, and boy, he leveled the defensive back for Moses Lake. And that is number 5. Let's see who that is here. He got plowed. There's no other way to put that. Kyson Thomas, and he knew it too. It is a first down all the way up to the 46-yard line.
Great play, 3rd and 2. You need to keep those chains moving, very deliberate. Hammer that B gap on the left side and just go with it.
This is the 7th play of this drive coming up right here for the Panthers, just what the doctor ordered.
Brandon, you got to like the blocking up front too. They're just making it real simple right now, hat on a hat.
Right, yeah, with that big nose guard, one of the things you have to do is sometimes you got to run right at that guy.
I think Coach Devereaux wants to talk things over, and he does. We'll take a break, too. 8 minutes, 22 seconds left to go. Opening quarter. No score from the Apple Bowl. We're back in 30 seconds.
You don't have to be a member to enjoy the view and dine in style at Highlander Bar and Grill, located in East Wenatchee. Highlander Golf Course has added 2 state-of-the-art full-swing simulators. Food and drink service is available from our full-service bar and grill, offering breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Indoor and outdoor seating available. Paul Shalane, our on-site coordinator, to schedule your special event.
8:22 left to go first quarter, and Eric Granstrom made a good point, Brandon, that it's better to take a time out there than not have the right personnel out there for what you need to do. So that was probably a good timeout. You hate to take them this early in the half, but sometimes you have to.
It's way better to do that than lose a play. You got some good momentum now, some clean playing going on right now. Let's keep that going.
All right, first down and 10. The Panthers have it at their own 46-yard line. This, as I mentioned, the 7th play of this drive, so a nice start for the Panthers here tonight. Matheson now, handoff left side. Flugie may have missed a block on that defensive back, and no gain on that. In fact, maybe even a little bit of a loss on that play.
Yeah, we had a whiff there on the block. Just a little chip going to the corner, the next guy up. You got to take care of that first threat first.
Hayden Throneberry made a nice play from that defensive back position to make that play.
Boy, tough for Wenatchee to try to get speed outside against a very speedy defensive team.
2nd and 11, a loss of 1 on that play. Devereaux back to pass, finds a receiver left side, right at midfield, sneaks into Moses Lake territory. They're going to mark him down at the 55-yard gain on that pass and catch for the Panthers, Mason Galvin.
There you go. Moses Lake's going to stay in their cover 3, and they're going to give those receivers that hitch. Jake throws a strike, Mason gets it a catch, and we're in a manageable spot now.
Ball right. This is a big play for Wenatchee to keep this drive going. Devereaux back to pass, short 3-step drop, going left sideline, and Galvin just didn't see it. Ball maybe a little bit too close to that sideline. It goes incomplete, and that's it for that Panther drive. Too bad, too, Brandon. It was a nice-looking drive.
Very good initial drive. Remember, we started out at the 1-yard line on a miscue on the kickoff and put together a really solid drive. Unfortunately, we just kind of
And the important thing is, you know, it was pretty good time of possession, over 4.5 minutes with the ball there, and it keeps this offense off the field.
Definitely.
All right, so the Panthers punter Anthony Garcia And back deep for Moses Lake is Kyson Thomas. You got to watch out for him. Nice punt by Garcia, heading for the sideline. Looks like it went out at about the 14-yard line. Eric is standing right there.
Beautiful punt.
13-yard line on that punt. Nicely done by Anthony Garcia.
You don't want to give Kyson Thomas anything. Do not give him anything. And that's a wise move by the Panthers there. Too bad on that pass play to Mason Galvin. He was wide open.
Yeah, he really was. He had the defender beat over there. So here's the Moses Lake offense with 7:01 left to go in the first quarter. First time we've seen them on the field tonight. And they're led by the sophomore quarterback, Brady J. He's 6'1", 165 pounds. Quickly out in the flat. And it's complete, but I think that's a loss on the play of about 2 yards. Nice tackle by the Panthers.
Daniel Moffitt just read that perfectly, came out there and made a one-on-one stop.
Nicely done by the Panthers there. It brings up 2nd and 11. Ball is at the Moses Lake 11-yard line.
Get a little look at the Panthers D game plan there. Their backer playing man coverage on that flash there.
Carson Huberto, he's also split out into the pattern. Jay back in shotgun. Looks right side, has a receiver. It's Roylance wide open, and that's good for a first down all the way up to about the 25-yard line. Gain of 14. And just like that, Moses Lake a 2nd and 12 and gets a 14-yard pass play. First down Mavericks.
Panthers in their cover 3 as well. That's a nice 7-8 yard cushion if you can get that throw off.
Keston Roylance is senior, and he's played some football too. I think he's played since he was about a sophomore for the Mavericks, so he's got some experience out there as well. 1st and 10, Moses Lake now at their own 26-yard line. Jay in shotgun. Under pressure, screen set up, middle screen, and nothing doing there. Nice play by the Panthers on defense. Hayden Riley from his linebacker position, and nowhere to go on that inside screen. No gain on that play.
Connor Christensen with the pressure in the backfield. That's what the Panthers have to do tonight, is keep pressure on that sophomore quarterback.
You see Moses Lake, their offensive coordinator, changing formations to see how the defense is going to line up. Those are things that you look for later in the game as well.
Sure. 4 receivers in this set on this 2nd down and 10 for the Mavericks. Jade looks left, ball the middle of the field. Rolling to the right, floats one sideline, and not much on that one. It goes incomplete at about the 37-yard line. And that'll now bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Mavericks. Once again, ball back on their 26-yard line.
Panther D is looking very quick and aggressive early on.
They really
look like
are.
They're playing with some confidence here.
And keeping things in front of them. I like that, too. 5.5 minutes left in this opening quarter. No score yet here from the Apple Bowl. Big 9 football on the NCWLIFE Channel. Great to have you along tonight. Here's Jay in shotgun. Looking over the middle of the field, has a receiver at about the 38-yard line. It's complete to 37. An 11-yard gain on that pass and catch. And Kyson Thomas comes up with that one.
Just a nice dig route in the middle there, about a 10-yard in. You find that gap in the zone. Panthers had good pursuit. In the backfield, he got it off just in time.
How about this formation? 4 receivers to the right side, or the near side, I should say. One towards the Panthers side of the field on this 1st down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Jay back to pass, looking sideline, going deep, has a man at the 25, the 10, the 5, and drug out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. What a pass and catch there. Beautiful spiral down the left sideline.
Ben Cook in coverage just got twisted around, stumbled on the turf, and that allowed the difference there in the separation by Middleton and a big reception.
And you mentioned, Eric, Middleton's been one of Jay's favorite targets this year, and boy, he was there. Gonna put it at the 3-yard line. So 59-yard pass play, right?
Yep.
That's what you're hoping to avoid in this game.
Right, like Eric said, just a little bit of a trip there coming out of his break.
There's Jay, easy pass and catch into the end zone. And caught there by Tommy Ranson Jr., the running back, and that's a 3-yard touchdown. So Moses Lake strikes first here with 4 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in this opening period.
Blown coverage out of the D there. No one went with the running back. Now you got Moses Lake in the swinging gate here. See how the Panthers line up against it.
All right, now they get into formation.
They still got a guy,
Amol El Malik, once again in to kick for the Mavericks. 6-0 ball game, trying to make it 7 here.
I think that's El Malik.
El Malik.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What's the call here? Did somebody...
Motion on the offense.
Motion on the offense. They were trying to blame it on the defense there, Brandon.
When they say this is an untimed down, too, on the extra points, but you still have the play clock to get it done by.
Sure. Right. So it makes it a little longer field goal try. It'll be what? I guess an extra point try, not a field goal. 21 yards. Make that 25 right at the 15. Another flag. The kick was a little bit wide. No, it did go in. No flag on that, just the whistle. They knew it was in. With 4:46, the kick is good on a 3-yard pass play. Moses Lake takes the lead. It's 7-0 here at the Apple Bowl. We're back in 60 seconds.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Uh-oh! Les Schwab Tires is too. Because Les Schwab fixes brakes, steering, and more. See those guys? They just do tires. Eyes ahead, Dad! Look, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Blinker, I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first. Watch, they're gonna come greet me.
Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
The Wenatchee Valley. Here, most of us really enjoy the great outdoors, and most of us try to make the most of our natural resources. Here at Apple Valley Honda, we know that for generations, we have harnessed nature to sustainably power the West, and we are proud to be part of that tradition as an environmentally green dealership award winner. Being a green dealership means Apple Valley Honda has reduced our overall environmental impact. We are so proud to live in this wonderful community.
7 plays, 87 yards for the Mavericks. Took off 2 minutes and 17 seconds off the clock. 3-yard touchdown pass. Ranson from Jay. The extra point, good. We're at 7-0. Here's the kickoff now to the Panthers. Taken by an up man at around the 30. Plows his way.
It's Connor Christensen.
It is Connor Christensen, yeah. 5'10 senior. That'll give Panthers some decent field position at their own 32-yard line.
Better than the one like last time.
No kidding. So the Panthers, 7 plays on that last drive. They'd love to do it again here. A nice 4.5-minute drive on their first possession.
As soon as the Panther defense came off the field, Coach Taylor Mitchell pulled his linebackers aside and talked exactly about what Brandon was talking about there on the blown coverage on that touchdown pass.
1st and 10 now, Panthers at their own 33-yard line. Devereaux shotgun. A receiver on each side of him. Handoff up the middle. It's Flugie. Takes on the first defender. Then gets plowed down at about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on that play for Jack Flugie. And boy, when he gets yards, Brandon, a lot of those yards are tough ones.
Yeah, you're going to pay the price if you tackle him, which is part of the goal, right? You grind it down, keep getting those yards.
Yeah, and taking the brunt of that once again on defense was Wyatt Keller. That's the second time he's kind of took on Flugie in the hole there. All right, 2nd down, 8 now for the Panthers. 4:06 left first quarter. Devereaux back to pass, rolling to his right, throws it up and over the defender and his receiver. It goes out of bounds at about the 45, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of confusion on defense there. I don't know if you saw that. The linebackers and the D linemen were really confused about what the alignment was, and that actually sometimes can be a negative impact on your offensive linemen because you're mixed up on your blocking assignments.
Right, because they're not doing what they're supposed to do.
They're not set, and they're moving around.
3rd and 8 for Wenatchee. Ball at the 35-yard line. 3 receivers to Devereaux's right. Straight back drop, screen pass. Flugie over the middle, lowers that shoulder, gets a first down across the 45 to the 46-yard line. 11 yards for Flugie.
Great play call, too, because you got that defensive line pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback and what they see as a pass play, and set up nicely, beautifully blocked by the offensive line.
You're right, Eric. That was a great call in that situation. First down for the Panthers as they creep up on midfield once again here in this first quarter. Handoff, Flugie again. Gets about 3 yards, closer to the 50 at about the 48.5-yard line.
Moses Lake's rolling their defensive coverage a little bit on first down. They have 2 safeties high there, looking for a pass, and the Panthers were able to get a few yards of that on first down.
Clock rolling, 3:12 left here first quarter. 7-0, Moses Lake on top. Flugie in the backfield, Devereaux in shotgun. Gets his snap, hands off, Flugie again. Nice blocking over that left side, and Flugie plows his way across the 45 down to the 43. And another nice gain for Flugie on the ground. He's having a great first quarter.
Yeah, you've seen strong blocking along the left side. A lot of those runs you see Jack making are along the left-hand side. And ironically, his brother's the left tackle over there, leading the way for him a little
Luke.
bit. Yep.
Well, that was a nice power play, too. They pulled the weak side tackle and guard to go over and block in front of him.
1st and 10, Panthers now into Maverick territory. Devereaux rolls left and misses the intended target at about the 38-yard line. Once again, that was Mason Galvin, the intended receiver.
It's just a simple 7-yard out, back to 5 yards. We call that a sting route in Coach Devereaux's offense. And, you know, it's hard to throw against your body.
Well, that's probably the hardest throw there is for a right-handed quarterback, rolling to the left. So,
and if your receiver doesn't get a good plant, come out of that cut quick, it's a hard play.
2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Split out right side is Benjamin Cook. Handoff, Flugie slides through the line, still on his feet, plows his way down to the 25-yard line. 18 yards for Flugie on that carry, and the Panthers are in business now at the Moses Lake 25-yard line.
Moses Lake rolled back into cover 3 and brought an extra that safety down to have another man in the box, and they were still able to exploit that.
This is the 8th play of this drive again for the Panthers. Creeping up on 2 minutes left. Flugie again right up the middle, gets his way to the 20-yard line. Another 5-yard gain for Jack Flugie on that carry. Offensive line is doing an outstanding job on these first 2 series.
They are getting a good push. Coach Devereaux's mixing up some of the plays. We're seeing zone, as Grant said, we saw a counter play, a little power play.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right, yeah. If you're getting 5 yards a pop, keep feeding it.
Ben Cook right, Mason Galvin to the left. Handoff, no, it's not. Fake to Flugie. Option pitch, it's Matheson inside the 10, cuts it back upfield. It gets drugged down at the 5-yard line. 16 yards on that play for the Panthers.
That's just a really good read there by Jake Devereaux. They had you could see him converge on Jack Flugie up front. He pulls there, and then he sees the end come up, and then he pitches it. It's your classic option play.
Good blocking downfield by wide receiver Ben Cook, too.
1st and goal, Panthers. It's Flugie, gets tripped up immediately. Nice defensive play by Carter Anderson for Moses Lake. Got that ankle of Flugie, and no gain there. Clock under a minute now, 55 seconds left. First quarter, been a good one. Other than that big 59-yard pass play for Moses Lake, that's really been the difference so far in this quarter.
Very clean played game so far, and it's unfortunate that our DB had a little bit of a snag on his foot there.
2nd and goal. Fake handoff, Flugie. Devereaux's going to keep it and get in the end zone. 6-yard touchdown run for Jake Devereaux, and the Panthers are on the board.
Just a great QB counter. Defense is keying on Jack right now. They read that. Jake gets to pull and follow his blockers in for the touchdown.
They're definitely keen on Flugie. You're right about that. And that was a great call once again. Garcia on for the extra point try. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Got a good one here from Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. It's Moses Lake 7 and Wenatchee 7. Back in 60 seconds.
Meet the Move Meter from Coldwell Banker. Just enter any 2 cities and see how a potential move scores based on cost of living and more. Let's make your dream place a reality.
Get your body moving. Tune in for Vibrant Motion, featuring low-impact aerobics hosted by Connie Townsend. These workouts are great for all ages. Vibrant Motion brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activities Center, weekdays on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here. I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low price.
All right, the Panther drive, 11 plays, 68 yards, took 4 minutes, 7 seconds off the clock, and highlighted by a 6-yard touchdown run by quarterback Jake Devereaux. Extra point by Garcia, good, and we are tied 7-7 as Garcia gets set to kick off. To Kyson Thomas back there, also Joel Middleton back to receive this kick. Got a good one here, good game in the first quarter, 33 seconds left. Here's that pooch kick by Garcia, keeping it away from Thomas. I'm sure there's Roylance, and he gets some room up the middle. Kind of backfired the pooch kick there as Moses Lake gets it all the way up to the 48-yard line.
Didn't have a lot of height on it, but they were trying to keep it away, obviously, from some of the speedier guys. So sometimes you teach your guys up that close, those up backs, to fair catch that, just take it where it's at, but you got a little more.
Nick, looked like maybe you over pursue then a little bit, and all that's open.
Yep.
All right, 28 seconds left, first quarter. Moses Lake, great field position at their own 48-yard line. Scored on their first possession. We're at 7-7. 3 receivers, trips right side of Jay, the sophomore quarterback in shotgun. Huberto in motion. Instead, they go to an inside pass. The left hash right to the 50-yard line. So a gain of 2 on that play. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Mavericks.
You can see Moses Lake's coaches trying to read what the linebackers are shifting doing, and then go throw the screen away from the motion, looking for those little gaps. Good smart play by the Panther D there.
Middleton by himself left of Jay, trips right again. Whistles before the snap.
End of the quarter.
That is the end of the first quarter. And after one here at the Apple Bowl, got a good one going for you. It's Moses Lake 7 and Wenatchee 7. Back with more football action in 60 seconds.
At Kennedy Group, we understand that buying and selling is more than a transaction, and it's more than just a house. This is where you will gather with friends and family, and where a lifetime of memories will be made. But buying a home is more than memories. Oftentimes, it's your biggest financial decision. The agents at Kennedy Group understand this and provide real estate advice based on your goals and dreams. Call us today, and let's find your happy place.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning has been proudly serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 35 years. And just as Dick's has been there for you, they have also been an essential part of our community, supporting local youth sports all year long and your Wenatchee Wild.
Thanks for your support.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning for all your support. Thank you.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, your local, independent, trained comfort specialist. Call 884-6444 today.
Tonight's broadcast also brought to you by Abby's Pizza. For more than 50 years, Abby's has proudly served the Northwest with toppings to the edge, 100% real cheese and freshly rolled dough. Make it an Abby's Pizza tonight. Second down and 8 for the Mavericks as we begin our second quarter of play tonight. 7-7 our score. Jay in shotgun. Looks left side, has a receiver there that's caught.
Middleton.
It is Middleton. And that's enough for a first down, just like that. Needed 8 and get about 10 on the pass play.
Moses Lake pulled the guard there to kind of simulate a play action. Even though we haven't seen a run from Moses Lake yet, that can freeze the backers, and they throw that little gap right behind him there.
First and 10 now in Panther territory at the Wenatchee 40-yard line. Jay shotgun, barks out signals, goes over the middle of the field into double coverage, and it's picked off by the Panthers. Alex Brender, the safety. That wasn't a good idea, really, for Jay that time. Thrown into double coverage in our first turnover of the game.
Well, the first thing you said tonight when we got down to the cameras, Grant, was making sure the Panthers play the ball in front of them.
Yes.
And the quarterback from Moses Lake there threw up a lollipop, and we were able to hold on to it. That's the kind of thing you need to really get a hold of when you're on defense in a game like this. Make those turnovers.
And that's our first one of the game, and it comes with 11:48 left in the second quarter. Panthers now with their third possession of the game. Scored their last possession on a nice 68-yard drive. Devereaux shotgun, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right side. Ball on the right hash, going to Flugie right up the middle. Gets hit hard as he crosses the 15 to about the 17-yard line. Gain of 2 for Flugie on that carry.
I think all 3 Moses Lake down linemen there put a lick on him at the same time.
I think they did too.
Had some blown assignments up front by the Panther line, and Jack still was able to get a yard or 2 out of that.
Actually, watching that here field-wise, it looked like Jack was a little bit too eager on that handoff. Didn't give his offensive line a chance to establish their blocks.
Right, sometimes that timing can be a little off when especially when you get the adrenaline running.
Especially when all the linemen are kind of converging on you. Second down and 8 now for the Panthers.
We get a timeout here. We use a little too much time on the play clock there.
So that'll cost the Panthers a timeout here. We'll take one as well. 11 minutes and 2 seconds left in the second quarter. We're all tied up. Moses Lake and Wenatchee back to Lee Bofto Field in 30 seconds.
At Confluence Health, our mission is clear: to provide exceptional care for our community. We believe in healthcare that's personal and local because we're just like you, members of this great community.
We are Confluence.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
We are Confluence.
Tonight's broadcast also brought to you by our friends at Apple Valley Honda. Test drive a new Honda today at Apple Valley Honda in East Wenatchee. Apple Valley Honda committed to preserving the environment not only with fuel-efficient vehicles but also with their other eco-friendly actions and alternatives. Second and 8, Panthers after that timeout. 11:02 left before halftime. Panthers split 2 to the left of Devereaux this time. 1 receiver right side. Devereaux's going to put it up. Back to pass over the middle of the field. It's Matheson out of the backfield, and he gets caught and brought down at the 20-yard line. Gain of 3 that time. And the Panthers a big third down coming up. 3rd and 5.
This is a mesh concept where you see your inside receivers, the tight end running a 5-yard over, the slot from the other side running a 3-yard over, and that's where you wait to see what the defense reacts to and you find the open guy.
Devereaux's throwing the ball nicely tonight.
Yeah.
He's had a good first quarter at the start of this one. 3rd and 5. Ball at the Panther 20-yard line. Devereaux rolling to his left. Trying to find a receiver. Leading his receiver, and he makes the catch. It's Galvin. Beautiful. He had to turn his body around to make that catch and does so at the 37-yard line. Gain of 17 for the Panthers and a first down.
Actually, Ben Cook on that reception.
Oh, it was
Grant.
Ben Cook, 15.
Boy, and that is so hard for Jake. You talked about it earlier. Rolling to his left, throwing across his body to the right, and waiting for that receiver to come open. Beautiful pitch and catch.
Well, I'll tell you what, Cook was well covered there, too. He just turned his body and made a great catch there. 1st and 10, Panthers at the 37-yard line. Here's Flugie, right side, takes on 2 guys. and gets his way up to the 44-yard line. A gain of about 7 again for Flugie. Great blocking around that right side.
They didn't wait, right? We get the first down, get some momentum, and Coach Devereaux gets that play in. Boom, right away. Put them on their heels a little bit more.
Yep.
But you're in a great spot here. Second and the long third. This is where
you go downfield.
This is when you're an offensive coordinator. You feel good. Okay, I got a lot of things I can run here.
Right. We'll see what they do. Ball just shy of the Panther 45. Matheson in motion into the backfield now. Fake to Flugie. Devereaux's going to keep it. Gets a first across the 50 into Maverick territory and is brought down at the 47-yard line. 9 yards on that carry for Devereaux over the left side. Very patient. Waited for his blockers there, and they did the job.
Again, that great option look that just read perfectly, right? Nobody come to commit to the quarterback, so you know that's your read. You keep it, you run, and then you have the pitch man with you to the very end in case you need to chuck it out there again.
Boy, it seems like that RPO is the flavor of the month for all levels of football right now, doesn't it?
Well, this is old school triple option, man. This has been around since the
that's
beginning
true.
of football.
It has. All right, 1st and 10. Panthers now into Moses Lake territory. It's handoff Flugie right up the middle. Bulldozes his way down to the 45-yard line. Short gain of 2 yards.
It's funny, for all the years that I coached, Moses Lake was really a veer option team primarily. And that's what you're seeing out of Wenatchee now,
Right.
a little bit of this, the great reads here that we're doing.
They did do a lot of that back in the day, for sure.
They were one of the last teams I remember playing against that went true wishbone triple option.
Right.
So.
2nd down and 8 now for the Panthers. 8.5 minutes left in this fast-moving first half. Here's Devereaux rolling to his right, stops, throws it to the sideline. I think he may have just been throwing that one away. Boy, took a big hit, too. And speaking of big, it's big at number 79 for the Mavericks, Uribe, 290 pounds.
One of Jake's strengths is we get him outside. You want to try to move him out of the pocket, get him to throw on the run in our sprint out package. But if you don't get that end block, that's the guy that's rushing right at his face there, so he had to get rid of it quick.
Then he's kind of just stopped right there, yeah.
That kills the play.
3rd down and 8. Panthers, another nice drive here. Devereaux in shotgun, standing at midfield. To his left is Flugie. Short drop for Devereaux, pass right side, it's caught. Matheson, and he gets across the 35, a first down for the Panthers.
Another great screen play there.
You know, finally be put down at the 31-yard line, 14 yards on that play, and another nice pass from Devereaux.
Gotta love that play call, don't you, Brandon? You drag them to where they ain't.
Right, yeah, it's use their aggression, and you know they read Jack, right? They're reading that big back. And they're being aggressive to that. That's paying dividends now.
Another big first down for the Panthers. Ben Cook split left side. It's Galvin to the right, handoff. It's Flugie. And once again, hit by a host of defensive linemen. Was the ball loose there? Moses Lake says they recovered it. I think Wenatchee's going to keep it, but not much there for Flugie. 2 yards on that carry.
Well, he had a guy hitting him just as he was getting the football. I don't know if that's an option on that one, Brandon, but had Jake had that option, probably should have kept that one.
Yeah, that tells me that it wasn't. it was a called play where it's just the straight dive inside zone run there for Jack.
Big number 99, Holden Hendricks on that play. 5'10", 225-pound senior. Here we go, 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers. Devereaux, short drop back again, goes over the middle of the field. Matheson was there at the 2-yard line, just overthrown. And that ball goes incomplete.
It's the right read there. You see big gap up the middle of the seam there. Matheson's coming up a little gimpy there.
He is.
He rolled his ankle in the attempt.
Thornberry, pretty good coverage for Moses Lake on that play. And Matheson's going to have to take a seat and get a little help here from the training staff. Kind of came down awkwardly on that left knee.
Yeah, that's what they're looking at right now, too, it looks like, Eric. 7:21 left before halftime. We're all tied up 7-7. Panthers with the football. At the Moses Lake 30-yard line, Matheson now does come off under his own power, but still a little gimpy on that left leg. Big part of this offense, too. That's a...
Yeah, he's the pitch man that they've been using in the option after the read or keep, and then a return guy as well.
3rd down and 8 for Wenatchee. Ball at the Moses Lake 30-yard line. Flugie in the backfield. Devereaux, the shotgun snap. Going deep. There's Galvin. A diving catch. Touchdown, Panthers. 30 yards. Wow, what a catch by Mason Galvin. And the Panthers take the lead in this one.
Just a great read. Moses Lake's safeties are taking different actions. They got their quarters coverage there, I think, and Mason was able to beat him over the top, and Jake laid it in there for 6.
What a beautiful pass again by Devereaux.
That was great adjustment, mid-ball flight for Galvin, too. He had to come in a little bit to catch that ball. Quite a catch.
Flags fly before the extra point try by Garcia. Panthers trying to make this a 14-7 ball game. We'll do this all over again. Once again, Garcia out there to kick for the Panthers. Hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 7:13 left to go before halftime. It's Wenatchee 14, Moses Lake 7. Back with more football action in 60 seconds.
Allergens. You can't see them, but they live in your carpet and your air ducts. Call the experts at Clean Air Connection for a clean, healthy living environment. Experience, education, and the right equipment equals the best cleaning job possible. Call Clean Air Connection today. Pet dander, allergens, dust, and pollen? Trust your home's carpet and duct cleaning to the experienced experts at Clean Connection. This locally owned family business educates their staff and uses only the best equipment. Call Clean Air Connection today.
Hey, hon, would you run this around to the wash rack?
Oh, okay.
Hey, hon, what happened?
They shrunk the truck.
The all-new mid-size Canyon is now available at Sangster Motors.
11 plays, 85 yards for the Panthers on that scoring drive. Took off 4 minutes and 35 seconds off the clock. 30-yard touchdown pass. Galvin from Devereaux. Kick good by Garcia, and we're at 14-7. Short kickoff by the Panthers, and nice coverage downfield on that kickoff. And nowhere to go for the Moses Lake return man, the up man.
That's what they were looking to do last time, and that's the result they were looking for this time.
How about that? Wenatchee's had 3 possessions, Moses Lake 2 possessions in this entire half so far. We're at 7:10 left.
Yeah, both teams are playing their game, right? We want to milk the clock on O for Wenatchee, and Moses Lake wants to get rid of the ball, and their possessions have been quick.
The interception on the last possession for the Mavericks. The Panthers go down 85 yards for a touchdown. Trips right side of Jay this time. Pass, Jay left side, has his man Thomas there. 11-yard gain across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Middleton actually, Grant.
Oh, it was Middleton. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm a lot closer than you are, so I can see the numbers a little easier.
And I do have my glasses on, so it's not helping.
Have you seen the moon, by the way?
Oh, the moon is unbelievable. Harvest moon this time of year. 1st and 10, Mavericks at their own 46-yard line. This time Jay rolling to his right, rolling, still has the football and then just dumps it into the Wenatchee bench. Nice coverage downfield by the Panthers, and that forced Jay to just get rid of it.
He had 3 different receivers in the pattern, and all of them were covered like a blanket. Perfectly done by the Panther defense.
I don't know if you saw Eric also on the backside there with Thomas running that backside post.
Yep.
He was blanketed not only by the corner, but they had a safety on top of him.
Yeah, it was gorgeous coverage.
Panthers doing everything right so far in this first half, and I would say actually won this first half. They are leading, but boy, in every facet, Panthers just playing an outstanding first half so far. Jay shotgun on this 2nd down and 10. 6:48 left the second quarter. Jay got tons of time, now finds Roylance right in the middle of the field, and he catches it at the 43-yard line. 11 yards on that play, and that's another Maverick first down.
That's one where Jay just had a lot of time back there. The time was finally evading him, but that gave those receivers a chance to run some extra moves on their patterns.
Roylance is a nice target out there, too, at 6'2".
Yeah, he's a big kid, and when you roll to your left and you throw back to your right, I mean,
right, a sophomore.
Yeah.
Jay again, first down and 10. Mavericks on the move now, looking left, going that way, has a receiver there, and it's Hayden Throneberry, the senior, with the reception. That's a gain of about 6 for Moses Lake. That'll bring up 2nd down and 4. Stops the clock now at 6:09. On this beautiful football night here in the Wenatchee Valley, as Eric mentioned, the full moon is just spectacular tonight. And we've got a good football game for you here on the NCWLIFE Channel. 2nd and 4 for the Mavericks. Tons of time again. Jay, easy pass and catch. There, I said it, to Middleton on that Moses Lake side of the field, and that's enough for a first down.
Wholesale blitz there for Wenatchee defensively, bringing the linebackers, and Moses Lake did a great job picking them up on the blitz.
Last couple defensive blitzes, I think, have been on the Moses Lake right-hand side. They're trying to get the quarterback to go to his left.
Showing blitz again here are the Panthers. They're bringing people too. Good timing again. The first run, isn't that?
Yeah.
Of the night, and it's Jonah Robertson on the carry for Moses Lake.
And Connor Christensen, fantastic run blitz there. Got to be prepared for it. He settled down and made that play.
You're right, Eric, because if you're not ready for that, they can just run right by you. His patience paid off there. 2nd and 11 now for the Mavericks.
First run play for Moses Lake in less than 6 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Isn't that something? Jay once again in the backfield with him is Robertson. Jay's going to put it up again. Quick pass over the middle. It's caught at the 20 and falls down at the 19-yard line. It's Kyson Thomas that time on the reception. We'll be short of a first down.
But they've got so many options, it's hard to cover everybody.
They really do. Got a lot of speed out there. The big man, Roylance, they can go to him when they need to.
Coach Mitchell, the defensive coordinator for Wenatchee, you can see his game plan is to bring backers, make that quarterback at least make his decision quicker.
So I don't think the Panthers have really laid a hand on him yet here in this one. It's been great coverage.
He's had to throw a couple away. He's had to make some quick throws, but
3rd and 4 now. Moses Lake, big play at the 20-yard line. Jay looking left, nobody there. Now he's coming to the right side. Pursuit by the Panthers and coverage, and we've got interference.
I'm right here, gang, and that I don't see that happening at all. I thought it was perfectly played by Ben Cook. He reached around with his left hand to knock that ball away, but they're saying that he hit him early.
Or did he have his right arm wrapped around him? That may have been part of that too, Eric. Either way, it's going to give Moses Lake a first down here deep into Wenatchee territory. 4:34 left in the second quarter. Ball will be spotted right at the 10-yard line.
I just heard the official tell him that he did have that right arm around the waist, and you got to let that go.
Yeah. Big penalty right there. It really was.
I have that as our first penalty of the half for the Panthers. It's been a clean half for keeping yellow flags.
Well played
off the
half
field,
by the Panthers, no doubt about it. 14-7 our score. Wenatchee leading Moses Lake, ranked in the top 10 in 4A football in most polls around the state. Play action over the middle. Roylance, did he get in? He's wrestled around at about the 2, and now the players are pushing him in. Moses Lake from behind, and they're going to call it touchdown. Like forward progress may have stopped at about the 1, but Nevertheless, 10-yard touchdown. Roylance from Jay. So Moses Lake now cut the lead to 14-13. So we are late in this first half. All right, on to kick. Is it El Malik? Is that what you said, Eric?
El Malik.
El Malik. Yeah. I'm making it worse every time. More El Malik on for the extra point try. The point after. Holds down. The kick is up right down the middle, and it's good. 4:24 left to go before halftime, and we're all tied up again. Wenatchee 14, Moses Lake 14. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? Open up a world of possibilities when you sell your home and make those dreams real. At ColdwellBanker.com, you can get an instant estimate on your home, compare cost of living city by city, and learn more about our revolutionary seller's assurance program. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams. At ColdwellBanker.com.
That Moses Lake scoring drive, 7 plays, 65 yards, took off 2 minutes, 36 seconds off the clock. 10-yard touchdown pass, Roylance from Jay, extra point good. And we are all tied up 14-14. Here's the pooch kick once again. Taken by the Panthers at the 20-yard line. Still on his feet, may have stepped out.
Michael McPherson on the return.
So McPherson looks like he'll bring the ball up to about the 36-yard line for the Panthers, and that's where they will have it. Plenty of time here, 4:19 left in the half. And the Panthers have put together 2 11-play drives in this game. Panthers will have it at their own 36. Devereaux in shotgun. Handoff around the right side. Flag comes flying in. It's Tristan Witherington, 5'9" junior running back. Gets a nice gain past the 40 to about the 41, but let's see the call.
Hold coming back our way here.
There haven't been many negative plays so far tonight for Wenatchee, but you just can't afford to have 10 yards going the other way, especially when you've got time here in possession before the end of the first half.
No, that's a great point, too. That's only the second penalty now in this half for the Panthers, but going backwards at this stage, you don't want to do. There's still plenty of time.
Yeah, they've been keeping positive gains throughout. You know, most of their first down plays have been for positive yards. When you start out 1st and 21 here, it narrows your playbook.
Really does. Flugie in the backfield a lot next to Devereaux to his right. Devereaux short drop out in the flat. The pass is caught by Galvin. Be about a 6-yard gain up to the 32-yard line.
That's a nice call. A little quick screen, get the ball out to a receiver.
Get some of that yardage
back.
yards
back, make it a little more manageable.
2nd and 15 now. Ball at the 32-yard line.
Galvin had Alex Brender blocking in front of him, but he cut it back towards the middle of the field a little bit too much and kind of missed a block there.
Galvin splits out left side. 3 receivers to the right now for the Panthers, and Flugie in the backfield right behind Devereaux. Devereaux looks right immediately, goes down the sideline. It's going to be a jump ball situation, and it's picked off over there by Thomas, I believe. No, it's Middleton, Joel Middleton, with that interception right in front of the Moses Lake bench. First turnover for the Panthers in this game. So both teams with a turnover now in this game, and Moses Lake has it with great field position and 3 minutes and 16 seconds on the clock.
Ball slightly underthrown there, gave the DB for Moses Lake a chance to get good position.
I like the play, the fake pass out in the flat and then go deep down the sideline. Like you said, it was great coverage downfield. All right, Mavericks have it again in this tie ball game. 14-14. Ball is at their own 49-yard line. Trips to the right side. Jay shotgun. Hard count, rolls to his left under pressure, flings it out, and then steps out of bounds as Middleton at about the 43-yard line, 42 rather, 7-yard gain on first down.
Moses Lake getting the playbook cooking right now.
We're seeing a little bit of everything, you're right. Clock stopped, 3:03 left before halftime. Ball in Panther territory now at the 48.5-yard line, or 44-yard line, I should say. Jay looks to the sideline. Looks left, comes right side now. It's caught 45-yard line. Nice move at the 40, spins around. Panthers going for the football. And that is going to be
Kyson Thomas
right at the 37-yard line. Gain of about 7 on the play to Thomas.
Panther D had the edge set. You saw him put his foot in the ground. He had to cut inside, but then was able to make a few moves and get a few extra yards.
He's got such great moves. He's just one of those shifty guys that you can't really get a good hit on.
No. There's been quite a few of the Thomas kids throughout the years that have been really great athletes at Moses Lake.
They sure have. 1st and 10 Mavericks. Just under 2.5 minutes left before halftime. Jay back to pass, right side through the hands of Roylance, and it goes incomplete, out of bounds.
It's only his 3rd incompletion of the half. He's had 18 attempts.
15 of 18 this half. A lot of short passes, though.
Yep.
5 to 10-yard passes. 2:22 now on the clock.
Brady Jay going to the well one too many times there on that pass to Roylance. Good coverage downfield by Ben Cook on that one.
2nd and 10 for the Mavericks. Roylance split out right side along with Kyson Thomas. 2 receivers left as well, including Middleton.
You got a timeout here for Moses Lake.
And I almost said Chiefs. The Mavericks do call timeout. 2:21 left to go, 2nd quarter. Moses Lake 14, Wenatchee 14. More Big 9 football in 1 minute.
This is Grace, and this is her world record-holding guinea pig with an iconic name, Abby.
She currently holds the Guinness World Record for the highest bar jump by a guinea pig. I ride horses and I jump, so I kind of thought it'd be interesting to teach my guinea pig to jump like my horse does.
One day she came out of her room and looked at us, and I said, "Did you get it?" And she said, "Yeah, we got it."
After we won our award, we came to Abby's to celebrate.
Tonight's broadcast on the NCWLIFE Channel also brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Aqua Therapy, Sports Biomechanics, Orthopedic Physical Therapy, Orthotics, all you need to keep moving. You can find them online at biosports.net. They are open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Grant Olson along with Brandon Harle and Eric Granstrom down on the field. Got a good one here from the Apple Bowl tonight. Big 9 football. It's 14-14. Moses Lake has it at the Wenatchee 37-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Jay with Robertson in the backfield. Robertson gets the handoff, and look at that hole up the middle, cuts it out to the right side, lowers the shoulder, and gets inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. 19 yards on that rumble by Robertson.
They caught Connor Christensen on a blitz. He picked the wrong hole, and the running back went right past him.
It's a good call by the Panther defensive coordinator, Coach Mitchell. Just missed that on that blitz.
1st and 10 now in the red zone. The Mavericks at the Panther 18-yard line. Robertson to Jay's left, now goes in motion left side. There's trips over there as well. Jay's looking left, gets the ball, and it's thrown late and picked off by the Panthers, Michael McPherson. And what a big turnover that is, as Moses Lake moving down the inside the Panthers' 20-yard line.
Such a great read. Michael sat, was calm, saw the guy in front of him break, and when he saw that receiver slam on the brakes, he broke on the pass.
Looked like Julio Rodriguez in the no-fly zone playing center field back there. Great play by McPherson.
He was very close to taking that all the way back, man. He just stumbled on the catch, and otherwise that would have been pick six.
So dueling interceptions. The Panthers, their last possession, threw one, and now Moses Lake, the gift right back. The Panthers have it now. 1:47 left to go. The ball is on their 11-yard line. Here's Devereaux. Handoff to the big running back, Flugie. Gets close to the 15-yard line. I think they will let him have the 15. That's a gain of 4 yards.
Moses Lake still has 2 timeouts. See if they use them here to try to get that ball back.
It's been a great half. 14-14 our score. Very clean ball game. As the Panthers looking for some points, possibly to break this tie going into the halftime locker room. 2nd down and 6. Handoff. Fake handoff. Devereaux rolls right and then just throws it out of bounds. Might have been a little miscommunication that time between Galvin and Devereaux. Galvin kind of streaking down the sideline. Nonetheless, it goes incomplete, brings up 3rd down. Clock does stop at exactly 1 minute left to go in the half.
Speaking of the Mariners, you want to score?
Sure.
Bottom of the 3rd, bases loaded for Seattle. Scoreless so far with Texas.
Whew. Got to win these games now if you're the Mariners, that's for sure. It's almost a shame one of those teams won't make the playoffs. Houston, Texas, the Mariners, they've all had really great seasons.
AL's a tough league this year, man, especially the West.
Devereaux on this 3rd down and 6 rolls to his right. Looks like he's going to keep it and then takes a big hit back at about the 12-yard line. Make it to 13, so that'll be a loss of 2. And timeout Moses Lake. There you go, Eric. There's your answer. With 46 seconds, they're going to try it here because Panthers deep in their own territory and going to punt it away. Anthony Garcia does all of the kicking duties for the Panthers. He'll be out there to kick it away. By the way, our officials tonight from the Chelan County Football's Officials Association. The referee is Mike Penny. The umpire, Ray Snoke. The line judge is Kirk Lyons. The heads linesman is Steve Morgan. And the back judge, Kelly Campbell.
You almost got the feeling on that rollout, Brandon, that Jake didn't want to throw an obviously not an interception, but throw an incomplete pass to stop the clock on that 3rd down play.
Right, yeah, he did the right thing. He went down. He got a yard or 2 there, but he did stay in bounds to force Moses Lake to make a decision on whether they're going to call timeout. And they had 2 left, so they could.
So crucial that the Panthers get good blocking up front for Garcia on this punt. He's standing at his own 1-yard line.
Well, you also got to keep it away from Kyson Thomas.
Right, and Middleton back there as well. Good snap. Punt by Garcia is a good one. It's taken by Middleton at about the 46-yard line. Gets across the 50, 46, now the 40-yard line. Still on his feet, breaks a tackle, cuts it back in, and is down at the 33-yard line. Nice run there by Middleton to give Moses Lake some pretty good field position with 37 seconds left.
Good pursuit angles there by the punt team. A little athletic return there to get a few extra yards. Moses Lake's in a good spot here to take a few shots.
Tommy Ransom Jr. for Moses Lake did a nice job of sealing the edge there to allow him to get outside, and I was breathing deeply there for a minute.
This is the first time in this half that a team has started in the other team's field of play. So Moses Lake will begin this possession in Wenatchee territory at the 33. Jay shotgun. Back to pass yet again. Steps up in the pocket, and he's going to keep it this time. Had a lot of room around the right side. Runs out of bounds. I think the 29-yard line. 4 yards on that quarterback keeper around the right side for Jay.
Well, it's not until you get down here field side with these guys when they're actually out there swapping paint and everything, you realize how quick these kids are. My goodness.
And the older we get, Eric, the quicker they look.
Yes, exactly.
Second down and about 5 for the Mavericks. Ball resting at the Panther 29-yard line. 29 seconds left to go, second quarter. Here's Jay, floater right side. Roylance almost made the spectacular one-handed catch. It goes incomplete in the end zone.
Ben almost came up with the interception too.
Right, it could have gone either way.
I was going to ask you, Eric, if you could see it. It looked like it bounced off the Moses Lake receiver's helmet.
It did. It bounced off his helmet, bounced off his back, and then right there with the ball hitting him in the hands was Ben Cook. Almost got it.
Incompletion stops the clock with 23.9 seconds left. Third down and 5 now for the Mavericks. Jay shotgun. It's Augie Kate now in the backfield for the Mavericks. Pass, Roylance, catch inside the 20, wrestled down and thrown back to the 20, but I think they're going to give him the 19, gain of 9 on that pass and catch. And the clock is stopped momentarily. 17 seconds left. Now it's rolling. Jay shotgun. 12 seconds. Now 10 seconds. Jay looking left. Nobody there. Throws it into the end zone, hoping for something, and he finds his man. It's Thomas for the 20-yard touchdown.
He had all 3 defenders back there going for the ball and lost track of number 5 for Moses Lake, and he comes through the bunch, catches the catch, and touchdown.
With 3.6 seconds left.
That's a killer. Oh.
As soon as he let go of the ball up here, Eric, I thought that's coming back. That's a pick.
I thought it was
right
picked.
where it was, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like nobody was open there, and they're going to go for 2 here. Here's Middleton on the pass play, and that will not be successful.
That's good scouting and good film work by Wenatchee to be ready for that.
So the 2-point conversion, no good. 3.6 seconds left, and Moses Lake now leads it 20-14.
May as well keep it here, hey?
Yes, we will.
I'm telling you what, guys, I don't know what the temperature is, but the humidity is very high, and my hands are freezing. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Of course, these kids have much better circulation than I do, but it'll be interesting to see if that plays an impact at all here in the second half.
Yeah, it cools down quickly now, that's for sure. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Clean Air Connection. Keep your carpet, area rugs, upholstery, and air ducts clean for a healthier environment inside your home. Call Clean Air Connection today or at yourcleanconnection.com. And by Coldwell Banker Cascade, encouraging you to leave your mark. Coldwell Banker Cascade is guiding you home in north central Washington. All right, 3.6 seconds left, as we mentioned. Panthers will have Martin Diaz back deep. Number 10, he's 5'8", 160-pound junior back there, along with Mason Galvin.
This ain't going deep.
No, we haven't seen a deep kick yet, have we?
Either way.
No. Here's the kick. Basically a squibber taken by an up man again at the 20-yard line. Gets all the way up to about the 31.
Half.
Michael McPherson once again on that return. That'll do it for our first half here at Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. I hope you've enjoyed this first half as much as we have. Got a good one going. It's Moses Lake 20 and Wenatchee 14. We will take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with halftime stats and more right here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Hey man, how's your arm?
Getting better, actually, thanks.
Did they give you anything for pain after surgery? Because I think I may have some left over.
Nah, that's all right, man. Actually, me and my doctor talked about not sharing prescriptions, and that ibuprofen's a good option for me. The risk of addiction. It's not worth it.
Makes sense.
Take the next step. Don't share your prescriptions and talk to your friends about the dangers of opioids.
Können Sie mir das Problem sagen?
Meinen Zylinder überschwemmt. Flute, ich habe mein Fugen verloren.
Keine Sorge.
Global Car Care. We speak your car's language.
Fragen schließen. Hey, you.
Well, I got a leaky transmission, my head gasket's shot, and I could use some new brake pads.
That dog don't hunt.
Global Car Care. We speak your car or truck's language.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether, we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
You don't have to be a member to enjoy the view and dine in style at Highlander Bar and Grill, located in East Wenatchee. Highlander Golf Course has added 2 state-of-the-art full-swing simulators. Food and drink service is available from our full-service bar and grill, offering breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Indoor and outdoor seating available. Call Shalane, our on-site coordinator, to schedule your special event.
We're back at halftime here at the Apple Bowl. Before we get into the game and halftime stats, let's get down to the field as they finish, of course. It's the junior cheerleaders, the little girls down there with the Wenatchee cheerleaders that do this every year, and it's great to have all the parents, the aunts and uncles, the grandparents over there watching the kids, and we will bring you some of that if they have another performance, and it looks like they will. We're at 20-14 at halftime. Moses Lake, a late first half touchdown, and that's been the difference so far in this one. But something that kind of interesting, I think, guys, is Wenatchee 35 plays in that first half to Moses Lake's 24 plays. Ball control has been huge for the Panthers in this first half, don't you think, Brandon, to keep this one close?
Right up until the last drive there, it was a very fluid-looking offense that controlled the clock, which is the game plan that they have to follow. We had the unfortunate DB get twisted up a little bit on the long pass, and then the interference play later on. But other than that, it's been a pretty clean game.
And I think Wenatchee looks so poised tonight. They really do. They haven't kind of got out of their selves tonight. They've stayed within themselves, and they've played just a solid football game. They've stuck to Coach Devereaux's plan to a T this first half.
Both on offense and defense, they look like they're playing with a lot of confidence. Defense is playing very smart, very quick.
And, you know, do you think that game last week where they pretty much pummeled Ike, it gave them that confidence they needed to come in here tonight and think, you know, we can play defense, we can score from our defense, and, you know, we can win a game doing that. And I think they're showing that here. Defense has been stellar tonight.
Right, when you hang 56 points last week and you're scoring on all facets of your game, it certainly gives you all your players a little confidence to play faster and better and with a little more freedom.
That's right. Let's watch the Wenatchee dancers at halftime here at the Apple Bowl. We're at halftime. Big 9 football. It's Moses Lake Mavericks in town taking on the Wenatchee Panthers. And at the break, it's 20-14. Moses Lake on top. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have all your halftime stats as you enjoy that beautiful full moon as we head to break. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
Abby's has been around the Pacific Northwest for generations. Yep, our parking lot used to have phone booths, and this amazing hair was considered to be in style. You know what hasn't changed in the past 59 years? Our recipes, hand-rolled dough, and toppings to the edge. That's what makes us legendary. It's back, baby. You asked for it and Abby's listened.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Cheddar.
Yep. This amazing pizza is on sale for a very limited time. Hurry in or order at abbys.com. Your taste buds and family will thank you.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
The agents of Kennedy Real Estate Group are committed to providing the ideal client experience. We believe in the power of relationships. Why? Because we don't just work here, we live here. From the nonprofits we serve, the parks where we play, and the local businesses we support, our team understands the value of living in the Wenatchee Valley. Let's begin your real estate story.
All right, let's listen now to the Wenatchee High School Golden Apple Marching Band. Great job by our camera people bringing you the sights and sounds of probably one of the best bands in all of Washington State, the Wenatchee High School Golden Apple Marching Band. We will take another 2-minute timeout. We'll come back and take a look at halftime stats as we continue on. It's Moses Lake and Wenatchee at halftime. Moses Lake leads it 20-14.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Uh-oh! Les Schwab Tires is too. Because Les Schwab fixes brakes, steering, and more. See those guys? They just do tires. Eyes ahead, Dad! Look, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Blinker, I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first. Watch, they're gonna come greet me.
Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
The Wenatchee Valley. Here, most of us really enjoy the great outdoors, and most of us try to make the most of our natural resources. Here at Apple Valley Honda, we know that for generations, we have harnessed nature to sustainably power the West, and we are proud to be part of that tradition as an environmentally green dealership award winner. Being a green dealership means Apple Valley Honda has reduced our overall environmental impact. We are so proud to live in this wonderful community.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here. Oh. I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
At Confluence Health, our mission is clear: to provide exceptional care for our community. We believe in healthcare that's personal and local because we're just like you, members of this great community.
We are Confluence.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
We are Confluence.
Back at the Apple Bowl, Grant Olson, Brandon Harle, and Eric Granstrom with you on this chilly Friday night here at the Apple Bowl. Our score is 20-14, Moses Lake on top. And how we got there, Moses Lake scored on their first possession, highlighted by a 59-yard pass play. Ended up in a 3-yard touchdown pass. Ranson from Jay. That made the score 7-0. And then the Panthers answered right back. An 11-play, 68-yard drive of their own. A 6-yard touchdown run by Jake Devereaux. And the Panthers tied it up at 7-7 at that point. An interception by Moses Lake on the next possession allowed Wenatchee to go 85 yards and score. 11 plays, 85 yards, a 30-yard pass play from Galvin to Galvin from Devereaux. Kick was good. That made the score 14-7. And then the two teams traded some interceptions in that second quarter, and Moses Lake late in the second quarter. In fact, 37 seconds left to go in the half. A 20-yard touchdown pass from Jay to Thomas. They did try a two-point conversion on that touchdown, which was unsuccessful. And that makes our score where we're at right now, 20-14. Brandon, what do you got for stats?
For the Moses Lake Mavericks, we're looking for Brady Jay with 17 of 22 attempts with 184 yards in the first half with 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. His big receivers are Joel Middleton with 6 receptions for 96 yards and a touchdown. Keston Roylance had 4 catches for 44 yards and a touchdown. And as Grant just mentioned, Kyson Thomas had 4 catches for 46 yards, the last one coming on a 20-yard touchdown. The Moses Lake Mavericks only carried the ball 2 times by running back Jonah Robertson, 2 carries for 18 yards. They had 3 overall carries for 22 total yards rushing, as Brady Jay had 1 carry for 4 yards. For the Panthers in the first half, quarterback Jake Devereaux was 8 of 15 passing for 98 yards with a touchdown and an interception. Jack Flugie, 14 carries for 73 yards rushing, and Jake Devereaux had 4 carries for 18 yards and a touchdown. The leading receivers for the Panthers in the first half were Mason Galvin with 4 catches for a total of 51 yards. 30 of those came on a touchdown pass from Jake Devereaux, and Finn Matheson with 2 catches for 20 yards.
Well, Brandon, if you're Coach Devereaux, what are you talking to guys about at halftime here?
I think our game plan's working. We had 3 mistakes in the first half, and those cost us.
Yeah.
If we go back to what we started the game with and what we're focusing on, continuing to play our strong defense, I'm really impressed with how the defense has been playing tonight and how quick and active they have been in forcing the quarterback. I mean, Moses Lake's quarterback has been very, very special in the first half, but he has thrown a couple picks.
Yeah, and that's something that you guys talked about before the game, was trying to keep everything in front of you, especially with these speedy wide receivers they have. For the most part, except for maybe 2-3 plays, the Panthers have done that here defensively. Offensively, you talked about Jack Flugie. Did you say over 75 yards rushing that first half?
I did. He has 73, 14 carries for 73 yards.
Man, I got to keep feeding the beast, don't you?
Right, yeah. We got to keep ourselves in a good position, though. We can't go 1st and 21.
Right.
And those, we want to go 1st and 10, 2nd and 3 if we can do that and give him the ball. Just keep those first downs, keep the chains moving, hold on to the ball. And as Grant mentioned, these drives that the Panthers had early in the game, 11-minute drive, 10-minute drive, we need more of those.
Yeah, I think that Scott Devereaux was lobbying with the officials during that halftime break that he wants to change the rules on taking a timeout, that you actually run the clock during the timeout.
Right, yeah. Yeah, the way that, their game plan is well planned and well executed. Just got a couple little mistakes. It is high school football. We're high school football fans, so you're going to see that. But, wrap those up, and it's a great game.
I was just talking with our line producer, Dan Kuntz, here on site down on the field, and he said that the officials, Dan was right there on that play where Jack Flugie looked like he fumbled the football, and the Moses Lake bench went crazy because they thought they got the ball. Dan says that the officials didn't get that one right. That very well should have gone Moses Lake's way. Wenatchee ended up scoring on that drive, so huge for that.
Right.
Now here Moses Lake's going to get the ball to start the second half. They gain confidence, they gain momentum towards the end of that first half, and that second quarter, scored right before the halftime. How important is it here for Wenatchee to come out, stiffen up defensively, and not allow them to get on the scoreboard?
Right, we're going to see I'm assuming a squib kick for the kickoff here, Anthony Garcia. We're going to pin them back, keep them inside between the 30 and the 40-yard line on their end, and make them go a longer way. Right, we want to keep it away from their athletic returners, but we don't want to give them a short field either. So you're going to see them throwing them. They're not going to do anything different. They ran the ball 2 times, intentionally in the first half, 3 times total with a QB scramble. So you know what's coming.
Well, Grant, let's enter to a commercial break for a minute and come back with second half action.
All right, take a 60-second break, and we'll be right back. Third quarter action coming your way on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Meet the Move Meter from Coldwell Banker. Just enter any 2 cities and see how a potential move scores based on cost of living and more. Let's make your dream place a reality.
Get your body moving. Tune in for Vibrant Motion, featuring low-impact aerobics hosted by Connie Townsend. These workouts are great for all ages. Vibrant Motion brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activities Center, weekdays on the NCWLIFE Channel.
At Kennedy Group, we understand that buying and selling is more than a transaction, and it's more than just a house. This is where you will gather with friends and family, and where a lifetime of memories will be made. But buying a home is more than memories. Oftentimes, it's your biggest financial decision. The agents at Kennedy Group understand this and provide real estate advice based on your goals and dreams. Call us today, and let's find your happy place.
Welcome back to beautiful Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl here in Wenatchee. Great Big 9 matchup here tonight. The ranked Moses Lake Mavericks in a dogfight here against the 2-2 Wenatchee Panthers. It's the Mavericks 20 and the Panthers 14 as we are ready to go for third quarter action. Moses Lake will get the ball first here in the third.
Grant, you talked about confidence, and Brandon, I heard you talking about that at halftime too. A confident team can be a dangerous team, and Wenatchee just needs to keep that confidence up here in the second half.
And I love, Eric, how Wenatchee responded to Moses Lake after that first quick touchdown. They didn't lose their composure. They kind of kept it together and went on that long drive and scored on their own. I think that gave them a bunch of confidence too. All right, Garcia set to kick it off for Wenatchee. Another little pooch kick that'll be taken at the 30-yard line. And nowhere to go.
Connor Christensen.
It was Hayden Throneberry. Christensen on the tackle for the Panthers, and Moses Lake will begin this drive at, it looks like, about their 26-yard line.
That's what we were talking about, Eric. We got the ball.
Make it the 31.
31, right? We kept it between the 30 and the 40, make them go a little further.
Now let's see about adjustments. What kind of adjustments did Moses Lake make? They didn't really need to make much because they were getting really confident towards the end of the half. Wenatchee, meanwhile, how are they going to cover here?
That's a great question. The defense responded in that first half. Can they keep up that momentum? Here's Jay in shotgun on a 1st down and 10. Just underway, 3rd quarter. Handoff goes left side, and that's Carson Huberdeau. Haven't called his name much, as Brandon mentioned, only 2 rushes in that entire first half, and that's a gain of about a foot. Call it 2nd down and 10. Ball still resting at the Moses Lake 30-yard line. Jay with 3 receivers to his right. Looks over the defense, sends his running back in motion to the right, goes inside instead to Middleton. Great defensive play there.
These first 2 plays, Brandon, is that just test the linebackers?
Well, it's interesting. The first play of the second half is a run, right? We want to get you guys to keep your eyes in the backfield a little bit. And then the second play is a screen. So both well defended, both well played. You haven't seen a lot of shifts in the formation in the second half. 2-2 here.
3rd down and 11. 1 yard and -1 on 2 plays for Moses Lake to kick off this drive. Here's a swing pass out in the flat. And not much there, out to about the 35-yard line. It's Huberdeau on the reception. And a gain of about 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down and 5 for the Mavericks.
You saw the safety blitz off the edge there, leaving that running back open, but the linebacker picked it up and did a good job of tackling it for the, here we go, we got a punt.
That'd have been a big gainer if he wouldn't have moved over that way for sure.
Great open field tackle, we needed that.
So Mason Galvin, the receiver, will do the punting for Moses Lake.
No, it's Kyson Thomas.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kyson Thomas. What am I talking about? Mason Galvin. Thomas looked like he was going to run it there for a second. Fair catch called and made at the 33-yard line. Finn Matheson cleanly fielded that, and the Wenatchee Panthers now take the field.
Well, you mentioned, Grant, it's a harvest moon. Can the Panthers have a little feast here in this second half?
Boy, wouldn't that be nice? Yes, they need to. With 9:47, only down by 6.
And Finn Matheson back on the field after limping off earlier, so it's good to see him back there.
Panthers will begin at their own 33-yard line. Down by 6, as I mentioned, to one of the top 10 4A teams in the state, the Moses Lake Mavericks at 4-0. Devereaux shotgun. Keeps it, and then takes a big hit at about the 33-yard line, right about at the line of scrimmage. That was the big man once again for Moses Lake, big Eduardo Uribe. Eric mentioned it earlier, 6'3", 290-pounder.
On the bottom of the stack there is actually the middle linebacker, Carter Anderson, who did a good job of reading that, reading the fact that Devereaux was going to keep it and got wrapped up on the ankle.
2nd and 10, 9:15 left, 3rd quarter. Panthers at their own 33. Benjamin Cook to the right. It's Galvin to the left. Devereaux wanted to pass, got flushed out. Uribe had him that time. And Devereaux not going anywhere, still at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, Richie on the tackle as well. That was an option play, and he wanted to go pitch, but didn't see it. And good penetration by the Moses Lake defense.
Yeah, hard to read an option when you got 5 defenders in your face.
Third down and about 11 for the Panthers. Ball back at their 31 or 31.5-yard line. Devereaux pump fake. Now gets hit as he throws, and that caused the ball to be short to the intended receiver, Galvin, just across midfield. And the Panthers are forced to punt.
Petra McKenzie with the pressure for Moses Lake after the pump by Devereaux. Tried to step up, but he stepped right into the linebacker's arms, and tough to throw the ball when you got somebody wrapped around you.
Garcia back to punt for the Panthers. Middleton and Thomas, both dangerous return men, back for Moses Lake. Good snap. Garcia. Low line drive kick that's bouncing, and both return men just let it go. That'll take a favorable Panther bounce all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's a great punt. I know Coach Devereaux, over the years, we've talked to our punters about that. Kick it as hard as you can, 10 feet off the ground if you have to. Let it roll. Keep it away from those athletic returners.
That's what you want, that kind of punt, exactly.
Well, and sometimes you can get a muff on that too, where the return team's going back to set up a wall or something. They're not paying attention to where the ball is. Could glance off of them.
So both teams began this second half with 3 and outs. This is Moses Lake's second possession of this third quarter. We'll see if the Mavericks can move the ball on this one. Jay, shotgun. Looks left side, goes out into the left flat. It's caught out there by Middleton. Tries to spin away from traffic. He can't do it. And the Panthers, Daniel Moffitt, a nice play from his linebacker position. A 1-yard loss on that one.
Really well defended by the Panthers there. Beating their blocks by the receivers. Getting him, running him to the sideline, stretching the play out. Good job there.
That ball took a long time to get out there on the throw, too.
Roylance and Thomas split out to the right side. 2 receivers left as well. 4 receivers now in this set, much like we've seen throughout this game. Jay back to pass, finds a receiver along the sideline, breaks the initial tackle. I don't know if he quite got first down yardage, but it's awfully close.
We're seeing a lot of pre-snap movement by the Panthers defense in the backfield. Martin Diaz, that defender over there, was on the coverage and didn't quite make the tackle, wrap it up. And that's number 10 for Wenatchee. You'll see him moving around quite a bit pre-snap.
You can see here, Eric, they're starting in cover 2. They've been rolling a safety down at times.
3rd and 3 now.
They're going to stay in it on 3rd and 3.
Jay back to pass. There's Middleton on the reception, spins away from traffic and gets a nice gain out of it all the way up to the 39-yard line. 9 yards on that pass and catch, and Moses Lake has a first down.
Yeah, that's really going to test the technical skills of the Wenatchee defenders on those outside plays like that, when you got these little scat backs that can make those moves and make you miss.
And obviously a lot of their success, 42 points per game this year, has been that yards after the catch. And these guys, as Eric mentioned, are so dangerous. There's Jay looking right, finds the running back out of the backfield at the 40, cuts it up, 45. We might have a hold right in front of the Wenatchee bench.
Yeah, Kyson Thomas grabbed a hold of the corner on that side in order to seal the block and allow the running back to come around the corner. Good call by the official.
Jonah Robertson on that carry, but it's not going to count. There's the official call. Nice break there for the Panthers defense, because Robertson, a nice cutback upfield, had a pretty nice gain out of that.
The number 2 receiver on this side for Moses Lake had a really good block, and the number 1 receiver is where the Thomas's hold got called. So they had a good run here, but obviously got caught holding on that.
So it'll take Moses Lake back to their own 32-yard line, make it to 33. Like about 1st and 16, 15 is what it should be, right?
Quads look on this side here. They're gonna.
Jay going deep down the sideline. Good coverage, a push off right there, and a flag is thrown. This one's gonna be on Thomas. He pushed Benjamin Cook, and that was obvious from right here.
Right in front of the referee, so that's a pretty strong call and the right call.
Right in front of me here, boys. Or up right in front of me, and Scott Devereaux came down. He says, hey, that was a good catch, 5, but you did push off.
And why would Kyson Thomas even argue that call? He was like, what do you mean?
Receivers and DBs always argue that. Receivers are always open, and DBs never hold.
Right.
And, you know,
I'll tell you what,
true.
Here is something else about that play, even though it's coming back for Moses Lake. What an arm on Brady Jay. Oh, my gosh.
Only a sophomore, too, Eric. Just amazing. So About the time the Mavericks seem to be moving the ball a little bit. Now penalties have just really hurt the Mavericks. The ball is now back to the 18-yard line.
And they did call the push-off. That's a good call by the official. But Ben Cook, by the way, had great coverage on that.
Yeah, he really did.
Really good position.
All right, here's Brady J now back in shotgun again. Robertson in the backfield with him. Handoff goes to Robertson. Big hole right up the middle of the field. Trying to get some of that yardage back on 1st and 30. Not too many options on a 1st and 30, but running right up the gut, right?
Right, that's the thing. It's first down, so get some yards. And as what Moses Lake did, they're going to soften up the D a little bit. Now you're looking at 22 here.
8-yard gain on that run by Robertson.
Well, Moses Lake on the season coming in through 4 games have been averaging 20 yards a completion offensively. So they kind of do have it on 1st and 30.
That's amazing. That really is. 2nd down and forever. 22 for the Mavericks here. There's Jay inside screen and defended nicely by the Panthers.
Hunter Christensen again.
He's had a game tonight. He has, Eric. He really has.
Hunter's just a really smart football player, smart student. He's a good kid. You can tell that he's been watching the film, and the coaches have been leaning on him tonight.
Absolutely. 3-yard gain on that. Brings up 3rd and 19 now. Ball at the Moses Lake 29-yard line.
You can see the Panthers sagging off up here, knowing that the only way they're going to get beat is over the top here.
3-man rush. Open Middleton. Going to get some of that back, but be well short of the 1st down.
Good job by the Panthers on that. Take advantage of negative plays for Moses Lake and keep everything in front of you, and don't let them get, make up that 1st and 30 and make them punt here.
Or are they, Eric? They're looking it over here. It's 4th down and about 8. Ball is at their own 41-yard line. This would be interesting if they do it.
Here they go. They're sending in the punt team.
Yeah.
They were thinking about it.
They were thinking about it. So into punt, keep in mind, Kyson Thomas. Matheson will go back deep for the Panthers, standing at his own 26. Here's the snap, and Thomas looks like he was trying to run it. He's going to keep it.
Oh, no.
And look at the speed around that left side. He gets the corner and gets the 1st down at about the 46-yard line on 4th down and 8.
I could hear Brandon say it as soon as he cut back the other way.
Yep. Got about 11 yards on that carry, and that keeps his drive alive for the Mavericks. Now in Wenatchee territory at the Panther 49-yard line.
Brandon, that play there, he comes right and then cuts back left. I almost think that was designed by him.
Yeah, well, you could see for sure that they were trying to roll out. He was going to throw it. He was looking for some options there, and when you have an athlete like that, you have a lot more options.
Alex Brender tried to give chase, but a very, very fast Kyson Thomas. 1st down Mavericks, pass left side. It's complete there and caught by Hayden Throneberry. That'll be a short gain of about 3 yards up to the 46-yard line.
Good coverage by Martin Diaz, making a sure tackle on the sidelines over there. Use the sidelines to help you out.
Absolutely. 2nd and 7. Robertson in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left on this 2nd and 7 play. Panthers blitz. Jay rolls left. Throneberry again over there. It'll be short of the 1st down by about a yard, it looks like, up to the 40-yard line. Gain of 6 on that.
Throneberry's been in the slot on the top of the formation there, and he runs those 5-yard outs or 5-yard sits, and then he just sits in the hole. And Brady J there has been able to hit him several times, like you said earlier in the game. Let's get a few yards after the catch.
Right. Throneberry came out of the game a little gimpy after that tackle.
Hudson Palmer takes his spot, only a sophomore, 5'8", 140-pounder. Brady J now on a 3rd and 1 at the Wenatchee 40, and there's Robertson. A lot of room again, left side, still on his feet. and bowls his way all the way down to the Panther 27, gain of 13 that time for Robertson.
Well, we talked about play calls by Scott Devereaux in the first half. That's a great play call by the Moses Lake staff on that play right there.
It really is. A big hole in that left side.
Inside zone play to the left, and Robertson did a great job putting his foot in the ground, planting and cutting back against the grain there, and 14 yards later we got a first down.
3:20 left in the third quarter. Clock moving here. And so is the Moses Lake Mavericks. Here's Jay. Handoff again. Same play, it looks like. Left side, Robertson. He's a load to get down out there. Gets about 4 on that carry to the Wenatchee 24-yard line.
Eric, you might have saw that. That was actually a little bit more of a power play to the left. They pulled the guard and different look. They haven't shown that yet.
And Robinson brings it 5'11", 220 pounds, and he runs like that too, doesn't he?
Yep.
Well, and his thighs are about as big as your waist, Grant.
Second down and 8, Mavericks. Robertson stays in there, trips right this time, with Middleton, the lone receiver, to the left side. Jay looking all the time in the world, and look at that open field, 15-10, and runs out of bounds at around the 7-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 7.
That's the trouble when you get to your defenders that are following receivers, trying to keep track of where those receivers are. They get their heads turned around back away from the quarterback, and that just gives him a lot of green space.
18 yards on that carry.
Give you a Mariner update after this play, Grant.
Okay. So first and goal now. Ball at the Panthers' 7-yard line. Jay shotgun again. Panthers show blitz, bring a linebacker. Jay again, just a ton of time, wings it into the end zone, has a receiver, and it's caught. Kyson Thomas from 7 yards.
With the reception, number 5, Kyson Thomas.
And that's just playground football. That's all that is. You've got your quarterback, Brady Jay, just drifting to his left, just looking, purveying, looking for who's going to come open. He's got so much confidence in his connection with Kyson Thomas. Second time we've seen that connection here tonight for a touchdown.
And he has just had, Brandon, a ton of time to throw tonight. I don't think he's been hardly touched at all. 2-point conversion try again, and that funky setup, and he just walks in. It's Thomas, and the 2-point conversion is successful. 2:16 left to go in the third quarter. It's now Moses Lake 28 and Wenatchee 14. We're back to Lee Bofto Field in 60 seconds.
Allergens. You can't see them, but they live in your carpet and your air ducts. Call the experts at Clean Air Connection for a clean, healthy living environment. Experience, education, and the right equipment equals the best cleaning job possible. Call Clean Air Connection today. Pet dander, allergens, dust, and pollen? Trust your home's carpet and duct cleaning to the experienced experts at Clean Connection. This locally owned family business educates their staff and uses only the best equipment. Call Clean Air Connection today.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning has been proudly serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 35 years. And just as Dick's has been there for you, they have also been an essential part of our community, supporting local youth sports all year long and your Wenatchee Wild.
Thanks for your support.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning for all your support. Thank you.
Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, your local, independent, trained comfort specialist. Call 884-6444 today.
That Moses Lake scoring drive, 13 plays, 77 yards, took off 5 minutes, 52 seconds off the clock. A 7-yard touchdown pass from Jay to Thomas, 2-point conversion good. And that's where we stand right now. It's the Mavericks 28, the Panthers 14. Here's the kickoff, taken at the 15-yard line. Once again, it's McPherson. Runs to the right side, cuts it back up the middle of field. Nice quick run up to about the 32-yard line. Got some speed out there.
I told you before the touchdown by Moses Lake I was going to give you a Mariner update. I guess Wenatchee fans could use a little good news right now. If you're a Mariner fan, Top of the 5th inning, Seattle 8, Texas nothing.
Wow. 8-0. Now we're talking. 2:08 left third quarter. Panthers down by 2 touchdowns now, 28-14. Have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. Devereaux handoff. It's Flugie with a huge hole up the middle. Stumbles and falls at about the 39, but a nice 8-yard pickup on 1st down for the Panthers there.
Nice counter play. We haven't seen that much this time. You see both the guard and tackle pull, kick out their blocks, and Flugie right behind him there. It's a good-looking play.
2nd and short now. Do you go for it here? Something? 2nd and short? No, you give it to Flugie. And why not? Needed 2 yards and picks up about 7 across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Give him 8 again on that carry.
Yeah, I don't think the Panther offense is as dynamic on those kind of plays as you can be at times. You know, go with what you're good at, which is controlling the clock. Get those 1st downs. Keep making those chains move.
1st and 10. Panthers creeping up on midfield now as our clock winds down here in this 3rd quarter. 1:18 left in the period.
Critical possession for Wenatchee.
It is. It totally is. Handoff. Here's Flugie again. Boy, nothing doing there. Right into the pile at about the 46-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark it right at the line of scrimmage, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Well, about 2nd and 9. Gave him a yard.
Ethan Huntley on the tackle for Moses Lake. One thing I will say about the Mavericks, they've kept their bodies pretty fresh on the defensive line.
They 2 platoon they have for a long time. There's very few guys that go both ways on Moses Lake, so you can do that.
2nd and 9. Devereaux rolling to his left. Can't find a receiver. Is going to keep it. Oh, it takes a late hit out of bounds, and that was probably the easiest call maybe Kirk Lyons has ever made. Right in front of him. Devereaux well out of bounds on that Wenatchee sideline and was hit late.
He was not hit very hard.
No.
He had the ball up in the air, and I think a little acting there by Jake Devereaux. That ball flying away from his outstretched hand made it look a little more damaging than it was.
Well, he was standing on the white when he got the pop.
I mean,
so,
yes,
yeah.
he did get hit out of bounds, absolutely. But I think he sold that one a little bit, too.
Kurt's, when he threw the flag, he's telling the DB right now, he's like, I got to throw him, man. He's standing on the white.
Well, that's going to give Wenatchee some excellent field position now. Boy, they need a nice drive here, as Eric mentioned earlier. That'll take the ball down to the 37-yard line. 1st down and 10 now for the Panthers in Moses Lake territory. Galvin Matheson split to the left of Devereaux. Once again, Flugie in the backfield. A lineman jumps, gets back in place. 31 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. Handoff. There's Devereaux again up the middle. Nice tackle made by Hunter Blackman from his defensive line position. No gain on that.
Another option read there, and Jake made the right read. You give the dive on that particular read. 3 yards there. Close to it.
2nd down and 8. Clock ticking down. It looks like the Panthers might just let this run out here in the 3rd quarter. 2 seconds, 1, and they will. And that'll do it for 3 quarters here at the Apple Bowl. Big 9 matchup tonight between the Moses Lake Mavericks and the Wenatchee Panthers, and it's Moses Lake 28 and Wenatchee 14. 4th quarter coming your way in 60 seconds.
Hey, hon, would you run this around to the wash rack?
Oh, okay.
Hey, hon, what happened?
They shrunk the truck.
The all-new mid-size Canyon is now available at Sangster Motors.
This is Grace, and this is her world record-holding guinea pig with an iconic name, Abby. She currently holds the Guinness World Record for the highest bar jump by a guinea pig. I ride horses and I jump, so I kind of thought it'd be interesting to teach my guinea pig to jump like my horse does.
One day she came out of her room and looked at us, and I said, "Did you get it?" And she said, "Yeah, we got it."
After we won our award, we came to Abby's to celebrate.
Grant Olson, Brandon Harle, and Eric Granstrom with you on the NCWLIFE Channel. We're at the Apple Bowl. We're heading to the fourth quarter. It's Moses Lake 28 and Wenatchee 14. Wenatchee football, 2nd down and 8 at the Moses Lake 35-yard line. Devereaux, the snap. Rolling right. Winging it down the sideline. A little pushing and shoving. The ball uncatchable down there anyway, and it goes incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
I'm sure Jake wants that one back.
It's pretty good coverage over there. I think it was Thomas,
It was
wasn't
good.
it?
He had another option that was a little shorter in a route pattern, and also he had actually some room to run it too.
It's just a basic flood route. Your number 2 receiver runs a 10-yard out. Your number 3 receiver runs a 5-yard out. Your 1 runs the corner off, and sometimes you want the big home run.
Big 3rd down right here for the Panthers. 3rd down and 8. We're in the fourth quarter. Panthers trailing by 2 touchdowns, and Coach Devereaux wants to talk things over.
Play clock down was down to 2.
Which probably had something to do with
that,
right?
Fell awfully fast.
Sometimes it just creeps up on you, doesn't it?
That did seem awfully fast. I mean, they had to retrieve the ball after the incomplete pass down the field.
Right.
I don't think they gave them quite the clock they should have.
Yeah, I felt a little short for sure.
Yeah. Tonight's broadcast on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you by Confluence Health. High-quality care close to home. Confluence Health is dedicated to improving their patients' health with safe, high-quality care in 12 communities. And by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, providing heating and air conditioning service and installation since 1982. Serving residential and commercial, they specialize in indoor air quality and installation, service, and repair. Thank you so much to all the sponsors of football here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Brandon, you're down 2 scores. Is this 4-down territory?
At this point, I think you have to. Panthers coming out empty here. Is no running back.
Devereaux looking, rolls to his right, still looking downfield. Okay. Nice pump fake, allowed him to get about 10 more yards inside the 25. 1st down, Panthers at the 22.
Well, that was a mess from the beginning. Jake took his drop and already had to run for his life, so good effort.
Such a great pump fake. That got him an extra 7 yards there.
Well, he stole a page out of Russell Wilson's playbook
right
there on that pump fake just to get the defender to bite.
13 yards on that run for Devereaux, and the Panthers now at the Moses Lake 22-yard line. 11:24 left here, fourth quarter. Devereaux, the handoff. Martin Diaz around the left side and just gets crushed over there.
That was a clothesline.
He had 2 lead blockers there for 1 Moses Lake defender, and both of our lead blockers left the defender.
So linebacker Wyatt Keller, one of the...
As a lineman back in the day, college, they told us, first wrong colored jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2nd and 10. Diaz stays out there for the Panthers. He's in there with Flugie now. It's Benjamin Cook split out right side. Counter play. And Flugie! You don't see him get hit like that very often, but he did that time. Big number 75. Let's see who that is. That was a hit right there, Brandon.
Yeah, I think we had a missed assignment up front. We had some pulling guards, and that guy filled the gap awfully quick.
That was 76. Hunter Blackman,
okay,
6'3", 230, and all of it right on Jack Flugie's chest.
He's made some plays tonight, too.
I think they're going to send Jack off the field here. Yeah, I think the officials are a little worried. You know, they want to be very cautious about head injuries.
So
that was a big hit, no doubt about that.
Our sports med staff with Dr. Roberts will take a peek at him and make sure that things are okay.
Well, so far, only the coaching staff is talking to Jack. And Scott Devereaux is asking the officials, too, hey, come on here.
3rd and 11 for the Panthers. Matheson in the backfield now with Devereaux. Devereaux back to pass. Inside screen to Brender, Alex Brender, and a short gain.
Wyatt Keller for Moses Lake doing a great job reading that, making a sure tackle.
In fact, it's going to be no gain. Scrimmage. Now a big 4th down and 10 for the Panthers.
Got another empty set here. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Similar play to what we saw before.
Good snap. Devereaux looking down the middle of the field, had Matheson wide open in the end zone and just missed him, overthrew it. And the Panthers turn it over on downs.
Really good play call, really good route. Jake knows it more than anybody, as you can see him coming off the field there. Just overthrew him.
Fantastic play call. Matheson wide open.
They've had a couple of those opportunities tonight.
So now Moses Lake takes over on their own 22-yard line with 9:27 left in the 4th quarter. The Mavericks a 2-touchdown lead. The 4-receiver set we've seen all night. Robertson in the backfield. Jay rolls to his right and then wings it. Overthrown and out of bounds. Bring up 2nd down and 10. No matter the outcome, Brandon, here tonight, and Eric, I tell you what, the Panther defense is a stellar performance tonight. They really have.
Moses Lake has some numbers on O, but they've had to actually work very hard to get that.
Other than the 59-yard play,
right,
it hasn't been a big play.
No.
2nd and 10. Here's Thomas on a flip play coming from his receiver position. And look out, he can run to the right side. Panthers have him corralled and actually get him down at the 29 after a gain of 7, which looked like it could have been a lot worse than that.
Yeah, he ran about 30 yards to get the gain that he got.
But players like him are so dangerous. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you have to be really disciplined on the backside of the play. That's where the key to a guy like that is, because he's going to come back your way
right.
if you fall asleep.
Big 3rd and 3 now for the Mavericks at their own 29-yard line. Jay back to pass, quick pass, right side. It's Roylance, that big body rumbling downfield all the way up to the 45-yard line. Make it the 44. 15 yards on that play for the Mavericks.
There's that inside slot receiver again. 5-yard out sit, catch it, and then get your other yards.
Roylance is kind of the secret weapon in this offense. They got the speedy guys out there, and then he just takes that big body and just gets open. And he's had a nice night.
If you know the ins and outs of your routes, you know where to stop. You don't have to keep it going. You find that little hole in the zone. You can make a living there.
So a 1st down for the Mavericks. The ball is at their own 44-yard line. Jay back to pass again, flushed out of the pocket, rolling left, still rolling, flips it, and a great defensive play by Matheson to knock that one down. Eric, right in front of you.
Oh, that was just fabulous coverage downfield. I think he wanted to go deeper on that pattern, but Wenatchee bracketed both receivers in the set, and then Matheson just fields that ball, tips it away. Another live to see another down.
Pretty nice little touch pass from Jay, too.
I was watching his feet. I was wondering if he crossed the line of scrimmage when
he was awfully close.
But yeah, I mean, it was. You could tell he wanted that pump and go, and really good job on D there by Fan.
Clock stopped at 8:05. 2nd down and 10. Moses Lake trips left. Now Thomas is in motion into the slot, heads to the center of the field. Jay's looking left though. Tons of time again, directing traffic. Runs out of room and then just throws it away. Great coverage downfield by the Panthers.
Great job again by Ben Cook. He's matched up man on man with Joel Middleton. And you saw the quarterback, Brady Jay, motioning for his receiver to go on a go. And, well, he couldn't because Ben Cook just had him draped in coverage.
Great job. Yeah, that's the thing with DBs. You keep your eyes on the quarterback, too. You can read what they're telling the receiver to do.
Boy, Jade has had all day to throw back there once again.
Well, the Panthers have only had a 3-man rush most of the game.
They have. It's been a 3-man rush. 3rd down and 10. 7:55 left. Jay back to pass. Dump pass. Robertson. 1st down and more.
Perfect play call for that defense that Wenatchee brought.
14 yards now into Panther territory. Ball will be spotted at the 41-yard line. 1st down and 10 Mavericks. Clock rolling here in the 4th quarter. Panthers down by 2 touchdowns. Two receivers left, 2 to the right again. Robertson stays in at running back. Jay again back to pass. Dumps it off. There's Roylitz. Gets wrestled down just across the 35. It could be marked at the 34-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and about 3 for the Mavericks. Ball spotted at the Wenatchee 34.
Moses Lake would just love to let this clock continue to run. You see the receivers there staying in bounds.
Right.
They don't have a running game, so they can't use the clock that way. So they got to do the next best thing they've got is these short passes.
2nd and about 4. Jay shotgun. Robertson stays in there. And the flags fly before the snap or during the snap.
Came from the back judge. He's the one watching the clock.
Okay.
I couldn't see the signal. I was blocked.
I don't think he signaled yet. He talked to Coach Jay for a second. 6:37 left in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, delay a game.
So that'll move the Mavericks back. Panther just need to stop and get this ball back. That's what needs to happen now. Is time almost 6.5 minutes left.
Well, you had Matheson tip that ball minutes ago. I mean, every time Moses Lake puts the ball in the air, there's that chance of getting a turnover.
So a 2nd and 8 now for the Mavericks. Ball right at the 40-yard line. Screen. There's Robertson again. There's that 220 pounds as well as he gets all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I think defense for Wenatchee is getting a little tired here. They've had to run track all night long against this Moses Lake team. And, you know, high school football is such a momentum game. And old Lady Mo sitting right on the shoulders of the Mavericks right now.
25 yards on that play. Robertson's had himself a game tonight, really.
That was an interesting look. He faked like he was going to jet to the left, and he slammed on the brakes and got the little screen pass inside. Now you got him lined out, the number 1 out here in the far left receiver.
5 receivers in this set. 4 to the left of Jay and 1 to the right, Roylance. Jay back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket, rolls to his right and throws it out of bounds. Smartly so, and once again, great coverage by the Panthers downfield. Do want to mention lots of sports coming up here on the NCWLIFE Channel in the 1st of October. Coming up this Tuesday, it's Davis at Eastmont Volleyball. Eric will have that call. That's at 7 o'clock here on the NCWLIFE Channel. And then Friday, October 6th, it's West Valley at Eastmont Football. We will be there live at 6:30, kickoff at 7. Saturday, October 7th is Wenatchee at Eastmont girls soccer. So lots coming up here in the first part of October on the NCWLIFE Channel. Shovel pass, and it didn't work. Nice defense by the Panthers, snuffing that out. Daniel Moffitt again, number 31, and a timeout is called by the Panthers with 5:25 left to go.
Yeah, it was the same play as he just popped for 25 yards, but the Panthers snuffed it out there. Daniel Moffett made a good play.
I'll tell you what, Brandon, the linebackers certainly can't hang their heads for Wenatchee tonight. They've done a stellar job. I mean, they've been tested every play just about, and for the most part, they have stood the test.
Overall, the entire defensive plan is really sharp, and the kids, give them credit. I mean, they're playing as best they can. They're doing everything that the coaches have asked them to, and they kept it a close, tight game.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pick up and drop off available. Stop by their website at globalcarcare.net. And by Harvest Valley Pest Control, living healthy, local, and pest-free. You can rest assured Harvest Valley Pest Control uses kid and pet-safe material around your home or office. Call Harvest Valley Pest Control today for your free estimate, 509-423-2207.
We should remind folks, too, for those that are just joining us possibly, that Wenatchee had a lead at one point in this football game in the first half, 14-7, and Moses Lake has scored 21 unanswered, and most of that coming in the second quarter. Panthers have played them well here tonight, but time is winding down.
It really is. 5:25 now left. Moses Lake facing a 3rd and 14 from the Wenatchee 20-yard line. Jay back to pass, another one of those inside screens. It's Thomas. Does get across the 20 to about the 19, so a yard on that play.
Ethan Wirtz with the stop. Great job getting back and hustling towards the ball after the throw and keeping that to a short gain.
Several teams run that tunnel screen in our league, and I think we got beat up by it by Skyline a few times.
Right.
They've done a really good job of coaching them up since then.
All right, 4th down and 13. Moses Lake just wants that clock to roll, and it is. 4:47 left to go now.
Watch 86.
In the slot is Royland's left side. There's Jay over the middle, wide open receiver Thomas. It looks like, or is it Middleton? No, it's Thomas.
First down.
Down to the 3-yard line. 16 yards. On that pass play again, it's 1st and goal. Moses Lake to put this one away here at the Apple Bowl tonight. Jay in shotgun, Robertson back out there. He's been the main man in the backfield. Huberdeau really hasn't had many opportunities tonight at all, but Robertson's played awfully well.
This is the first time we've seen 2 tight end set. Max
Jay,
protection.
Back to pass again. Wanted left side, goes to the right instead, goes to the back of the end zone. Beautiful pass, Thomas, and it's a touchdown. 3 yards, Thomas from Jay, and the Mavericks extend their lead.
Hayden Riley for Wenatchee complaining about a hole in the backfield. I think there could have been a flag there, but away from the play. And another, just an opportunity for Jay. So much time to look and find and throw and score.
And for a sophomore, he's a pretty impressive thrower of the football, that's for sure.
They came out in 12 personnel, single running back, 2 tight ends. They hadn't shown that look all game, and it was max protects. The tight ends didn't initially run for routes. They were just going to try to throw it up.
And you mentioned it right away when you saw it. Here's the kick now for the point after try, and it is good. 4:01 left to go, 4th quarter. It's now Moses Lake 35 and Wenatchee 14. We'll be back to the field in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35-plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
The agents of Kennedy Real Estate Group are committed to providing the ideal client experience. We believe in the power of relationships. Why? Because we don't just work here, we live here. From the nonprofits we serve, the parks where we play, and the local businesses we support, our team understands the value of living in the Wenatchee Valley. Let's begin your real estate story.
Moses Lake drive, scoring drive, 12 plays, 78 yards. A 3-yard touchdown pass from Jay to Thomas. Touchdown, the extra point good, 35-14. By the way, 5 minutes and 26 seconds off the clock on that drive. Here's the kickoff. It's taken by, it looks like McPherson again, who's done a nice job running back kicks tonight. Gets it across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. So when Moses Lake needed it, Brandon, 13-play drive, 5:52 off the clock. This one a 12-play drive, 5:26 off the clock.
Yeah,
that's what they wanted.
Yeah, you have a ball control offense where you're putting it in the air, like Eric said earlier, right? You play pitch and catch and stay in bounds.
3:54 on the clock. First down and 10 now for the Panthers. 3 and out on their first possession, and the last possession was turned over on downs to the Mavericks.
By my count, the Panthers have only had 14 offensive plays in the second half.
They have. This is their third possession, yeah. Pass out to Galvin, it looks like, left side. Short gain of about 2 yards.
That's Mason's first catch of the second half. Quick screen, getting the ball, trying to make something happen.
You're right, 14 plays for the Panthers, 28 plays for the Mavericks here in this second half.
It's been a fast half.
It really has.
Ball's been inbounds a lot.
Devereaux, the snap, rolling right, goes out right side. Nice catch by Cook, right in front of the Wenatchee bench, all the way out to the 42-yard line. That should be enough for a first down. They needed the 41, 11 yards on that play.
Nice roll and throw there by Jake that time. He's had a kind of a tough time on the rolling and throwing here in the second half, but threw a dart right there to his wide receiver, and Ben Cook coming up with another catch.
First and 10 Panthers. Ball at their own 42-yard line. This time Devereaux rolls left side, goes over the middle of the field. Kind of a floater, and behind the receiver, a flag comes down. Middleton there on coverage along with Thomas. I think this is going to be pass interference on the Mavericks. Ball was behind Galvin on that pass.
DB was a little in his back early, but we'll take that.
Absolutely. 3:08 left.
Really not many flags in this game.
That's only the fourth penalty of the second half, and all 4 have been against Moses Lake tonight.
Wenatchee, I don't think has had 4 penalties total, have
they?
they?
Got a flag on the bench against Moses Lake.
So pass interference.
Sideline warning on top of it.
Probably hear the fans down below us, the Wenatchee fans.
No, that's the Moses Lake
Oh, it
fans.
is the Moses Lake fans,
It's
the other
across the
side.
way, yeah.
It sounded like it was right below us, didn't it?
It did.
It's probably my microphone picking it up down here.
All right, first down and 10. Panthers have it, still in Moses Lake territory at the 44-yard line. Flugie in the backfield now with Devereaux. Devereaux's going to put it up, flushed out of the pocket, rolls right, pump fake, and then throws it out of bounds. Nobody open downfield as Devereaux took a shot at the end of that play. That'll bring up second down and 10. 3 minutes exactly left to go. Got to be a little tough too, Eric, as cold as your hands probably are right now, for Devereaux to get a good grip on that football. I mean, that, you would think that would make it a little bit tougher.
Yeah, the humidity high, temperature low, fall is definitely in the air.
Right.
And me holding on to a metal microphone is not helping things, for me anyway.
Here we go, second and 10. Devereaux rolls to his left and overshoots Cook on the far sideline, or on the Moses Lake sideline, I should say. And that goes incomplete, brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now we should explain to our viewers again that the cameras are opposite from where you are. So what you see is a play to your side. Your screen is opposite of where Grant and Brandon are. So we got to keep that in mind once in a while.
Yeah, we're right above that shot right there. Beautiful Apple Bowl. There isn't a better place to broadcast a game than right here at the Apple Bowl. Eric and I have talked about that many times, and we've been to a lot of places, but this is the best. 3rd down and 10.
Timeout, Wenatchee.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Plan your next tournament and event today. Call the Pro Shop today to schedule your time on the Full Swing S4 widescreen golf simulators. Phone number 509-884-4653. Also by the Kennedy Real Estate Group. They're more than selling houses, they're building communities. Buying or selling, call the Kennedy Real Estate Group. They're online at kennedygroup.com. 2:56, crunch time here in the 4th quarter. Panthers down 35-14. It played a whale of a game. The score might not indicate it, but I'll tell you what, this has been a competitive football game from the start. The Panthers, a really good game plan tonight, Brandon. I'm impressed with Coach Devereaux's plan tonight. A play or two got away from him a little bit, but other than that, it has been steady for the Panthers tonight.
Very well played game. Like you said, 1 or 2 plays go the other way. This is a much tighter game. Coach Devereaux, who I've known for a long time, is always game playing against Moses Lake well. His first game back in September 3rd of 2004 was a come-from-behind victory.
No kidding.
Yeah, and you know, this 20 years later, he's still making Moses Lake earn it.
Devereaux in some trouble, steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to keep it up the middle of the field, gets hit from behind, but gets close to that 1st down marker, and that'll be awfully close. Might be just a little short. Going to mark him at about the 34.5-yard line. Needs to get to about the 33.
Great job on our chain gang over there. You got Eric Kuntz, got Jeff Parks. I'm not sure who the 3rd of the chain gang is over there.
The best chain gang in all of Washington. Yes. Yeah. They'll remind you of that.
Yeah, and they told me to be sure and say that.
Flugie up the middle for a 1st down. Gets about 3. Needed a yard. And the Panthers will have a new set of downs. 2:33 left now. The ball is at the 32-yard line.
Well, they talk about moral victories, but I'll tell you, Wenatchee, Brendan has mentioned it several times, they have made Moses Lake earn this victory here tonight. I mean, Mavericks had a 58, 15, 51, 44-point output so far in 4 games this season. This is a good football team.
It is a good football team.
You talked about their ranking as far as the state is concerned. We're looking forward to that game at the end of the season when they will head over across the river to take on Eastmont. And right now it looks like it's going to be between the Mavericks and the Wildcats as far as the Big 9 championship is concerned. But Wenatchee can certainly not hang their heads about this one.
Absolutely not. Clock stopped at 2:13 now. 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. All spotted at the Maverick 33-yard line. Matheson in the backfield. Devereaux the snap. Steps up again, is going to keep it. Flag comes down in the backfield. Usually not a good sign for the offense as Devereaux gets down to the 27, a gain of 6, but let's check out the penalty.
I checked the score for you, Eric. It looks like Eastmont right now at the end of the 3rd quarter is up 21-14 over Sunnyside down there.
Wow, that's closer than I thought it was going to be.
It looks like it's the same score with about 9 minutes left. So
you know, you talked about how Wenatchee always pretty much plays Moses Lake tough, but Sunnyside plays Eastmont tough. Remember last year, Eric, they upset them on their homecoming.
Yeah, definitely so. Let's get you a Mariner update too. Top of the 7th in Seattle at T-Mobile Park. Seattle still leads the Rangers 8-0 tonight.
Who's on the mound for the Mariners, Eric?
Well, it was Wu that got the start.
Oh, he did.
Campbell's pitching now.
Doing a job, that's for sure. All right, 2nd and 19 now for the Panthers. Ball back to the 42-yard line. Holding call on that last play.
Here.
Here's that screen inside again, and that's Martin Diaz, the junior, with the reception, gets out to the 36-yard line. Gain of about 6 on that play. Clock moving, 1:34 left to go. Panthers would so love to get a score right here.
Well, J.P. Crawford had the game winner last night in the bottom of the 9th inning on a 2-run double, a walk-off win. J.P. Crawford tonight, how about a grand slam home run?
Wow. 3rd and 14, Panthers. Down the sideline goes Devereaux, overshoots his receiver, Alex Brender, and that goes incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down now for Wenatchee. 1:05 left in the game.
Ty France with a home run tonight. Josh Rojas with a home run tonight for the Mariners. Brian Wu ended up going 3 2/3. Saucedo 2/3. Thornton in the inning and 2/3. Campbell 2/3 of an inning.
Wow.
Mariners
pitching a shutout.
Got to be fresh for Game 3 tomorrow.
4th and 14 for the Panthers. Need to get down to the Moses Lake 24-yard line. Four receivers out there in this set for the Panthers. Devereaux back to pass, short drop, goes left side, has a receiver wide open again. It's Mason Galvin and overthrows him. And for the 2nd consecutive possession, the Panthers turn it over on downs.
Well, Grant, just for a post game, I am running out of batteries in this microphone, so I just want to let you know that I'm frozen. I'm a popsicle. I'm done. So I'll let you guys take over the rest of this broadcast and finish it up from up there. Make sure we get some stats and all that kind of fun stuff.
Don't blame you a bit, Eric.
This has been fun tonight, so thanks for letting me hang out on the sidelines.
It's been fantastic. You bet.
Thanks, Eric.
Moses Lake has it at their own 37-yard line. 59 seconds left to go in the game. Jay telling Middleton to step up to the line of scrimmage. Got a little chuckle out of the Moses Lake fans over there. Handoff inside instead, and a big gain. Augie Kate, who's had a couple of carries tonight, all the way up to the Wenatchee 48-yard line. 47 make it. 16 yards on that first down carry. Clock moving. Ball now in Wenatchee territory at the 47-yard line. Moses Lake isn't going to get in a big hurry now, Brandon. Not at all.
Nope, we're going to run it down and snap it and give it to the old running back here again, I would imagine.
There's the snap, and you called it, Brandon. Handoff Kate again, right side. Does get across the 45, and that's a gain of about 2 yards on that carry. That should do it. And that will do it here from Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. Our final score, Moses Lake 35 and the Wenatchee Panthers 14. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and we'll come back and look at final game stats and more right after this.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? Open up a world of possibilities when you sell your home and make those dreams real. At ColdwellBanker.com, you can get an instant estimate on your home, compare cost of living city by city, and learn more about our revolutionary seller's assurance program. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams. At ColdwellBanker.com.
Können Sie mir das Problem sagen? Meinen Zylinder überschwemmt. Flute, ich habe mein Fugen verloren. Keine Sorge.
Global Car Care. We speak your car's language.
Fragenschlussen. Hey, you.
Well, I got a leaky transmission, my head gasket's shot, and I could use some new brake pads.
That dog don't hunt.
Global Car Care. We speak your car or truck's language.
Hey man, how's it going?
Getting better, actually, thanks.
Did they give you anything for pain after surgery? Because I think I may have some left over.
Nah, that's all right, man. Actually, me and my doctor talked about not sharing prescriptions, and that ibuprofen's a good option for me. The risk of addiction is not worth it.
Makes sense.
Take the next step. Don't share your prescriptions and talk to your friends about the dangers of opioids.
Hi, this is Eric Granstrom, the NCWLIFE Channel Sports Director. While the teams are working hard, we're working hard to bring you 20 broadcasts this fall.
Over the middle, the ball is caught, and just like that, gets through everybody.
It's Eastmont
to the end zone. Touchdown, Eastmont.
It's Wenatchee.
10-5, touchdown.
Stephen Cashmere.
Killed by Nell. It's in. Good maneuver. Red footer. Go, 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 go.
Right here on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
Grant Olson and Brandon Harle back with you. Our final score here at the Apple Bowl. Big 9 matchup tonight. It was Moses Lake coming out on top over Wenatchee by a final score of 35-14. And I'll tell you what, the Wenatchee Panthers played a spirited game tonight. The score isn't going to really reflect how well the Panthers played. And the second half, Moses Lake ran 31 plays. The Panthers ran 20 plays. When the Panthers really needed to keep up their pace, they had 35 plays in the first half, did the Panthers, and that really slowed down. Adjustments were made at halftime by both coaches.
By both, yeah, exactly right. And you could see that the Panthers' efficiency in the second half struggled to match what they had in the first half, and that really brought them behind a little bit, but they couldn't get out of that.
And I think Eric kind of hit it on the head late in the game. The defense just kind of wore down, didn't they?
Yeah, you can only be on the field for so long, right? I mean, and Moses Lake did a good job of doing what they didn't do in the first half, which was slowing it down and eating up time while throwing the ball still.
Right. Well, as far as scoring goes, they were both scores were by Moses Lake in that second half. They put together a 13-play, 77-yard drive in the third quarter. Took off 5 minutes, 52 seconds off the clock. It was a 7-yard touchdown from Jay to Thomas. 2-point conversion was good. At that point, Moses Lake was leading 38-14. And on their very next possession, they put together a 12-play drive, went 78 yards, took another 5.5 minutes off the clock. And that was a 3-yard touchdown, Jay to Thomas. 35-14, and that is where we ended up. We'll take another quick 60-second timeout. We'll come back with our final stats and a little bit more. We'll say goodbye here from the Apple Bowl when we come back. Stay with us.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether. We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
You don't have to be a member to enjoy the view and dine in style at Highlander Bar and Grill, located in East Wenatchee. Highlander Golf Course has added 2 state-of-the-art full-swing simulators. Food and drink service is available from our full-service bar and grill, offering breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Indoor and outdoor seating available. Call Shalane, our on-site coordinator, to schedule your special event.
Tonight's broadcast on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you by Les Schwab. Les Schwab takes your safety seriously every time you stop by. Also by Sangster Motors, family owned and operated, home of the all-new electric Hummer pickup and SUV. And by Save Mart, shop smart, shop local, serving the Wenatchee Valley since 1962. And one more, can't forget, Together for Youth, thank you very much, encouraging you to dispose of unused and expired prescriptions to protect youth and the environment. Find a kiosk near you by visiting medproject.org. All right, Brandon, what's it looking like for final stats?
Well, for Moses Lake, the Mavericks were led by quarterback Brady Jays, 34 passes on 45 attempts for 316 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, both of which came in the first half. So putting the ball in the air 45 times is a pretty impressive number. Their leading receiver was Joel Middleton. He had 10 catches for 116 yards, but Kyson Thomas was the person who showed off the most with 9 catches for 79 total yards and 3 touchdowns. For the Panthers, Jake Devereaux was 12 for 27 for 118 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Jack Flugie carried the weight again, 20 carries for 94 total yards, and the Panthers' leading receiver was Mason Galvin with 5 catches for 53 yards and a touchdown.
A good effort by the Panthers tonight. I think we can all agree about that. Unfortunately, the score won't show that, but the Panthers, I thought, played a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, they still have some, it's still in the middle of the league. You got a chance to build on what you had tonight, and you got a couple other tough games coming up. You got a non-league against Ellensburg, too. So we're good football left to play.
Absolutely. Don't forget, coming up Tuesday, October 3rd, it's volleyball. Davis at Eastmont. Eric will have the call on that. And our next football broadcast will be next Friday. West Valley travels to Eastmont. Paul Collard will join me in that game. And Eric, you can take the sideline again for that one? No. Oh, that's right. Eric's on. That's right. So it'll just be Paul and I, West Valley at Eastmont, coming up next Friday. And for Eric Granstrom and Brandon Harley and our fantastic camera crew and everybody that worked the van and Matthew back in the studio, thanks so much. Excellent job as always tonight. Good night. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you again next Friday for more Big 9 football. Devereaux is going to pass. No, it's Bishop in there now.
Tonight's coverage of live local sports has been brought to you by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Clean Air Connection, Coldwell Banker Cascade, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Kennedy Real Estate Group, Les Schwab, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, and Together for Youth. Thanks for joining us for live coverage of local sports on the NCWLIFE Channel. We now return you to normal programming already in progress.
That'll be it for the night as the Wenatchee Panthers